boxing talks. All in your boxing talks. It's time for the late night boxing talks.
Man, came from the pool. That water was fucking cold, man. I didn't stay there long. Today was not a good day to go to the pool. Not around my neck of the woods. Water was cold. Kids spent most of the time in the pool. I was swatting bugs off of me the whole day. Oh, Dirty was good. LeRon was good. Bass was good. Ivo was good. This troll account is called Women's Boxing Channel on Twitter. They like to give Natasha Jonas a hard time, right? And, you know, I made a video about Shannon Ryan's upcoming fight. How I was looking for footage of Martina Bernil in action, but there didn't appear to be any on YouTube. I couldn't find any. You know, I Googled her, couldn't find any footage. So, you know, I said that in the video. And here comes Women's Boxing Channel. Matter of fact, I'll post a screenshot for you guys. I'll post a screenshot. This is why I say that the internet interaction is unique, because people who would otherwise not speak to each other end up speaking to each other. You end up with people that have the social skills of a wet fart trying to talk to you. I'll show you what I mean. Give me a second, guys. Let's cool out to these cool tunes. Very relaxing. You know what I'm saying? We can go for some relaxed boxing talks tonight. I'll show you guys what I mean. So, you know, in a video I said that, you know, I searched high and low for footage of Martina Bernil in action, but I couldn't find anything. To which Women's Boxing Channel, everybody's favorite boxing channel, replies, "Wrong! There is footage of Martina Bernil, her last fight. Feisty, no body of work boxer, brawler." You know what I mean? It felt like I was talking to Dwight Schrute from The Office. Who watched The Office? Who knows who Dwight Schrute is? It felt like that, like birds, bees, bears, Battlestar Galactica. It felt like that, like, Brody, there is no right or wrong answer when I say that I looked for footage and couldn't find any. That means that I looked for footage and couldn't find it. If you did, congratulations. Do you want a cookie? My schedule is a lot busier than yours, kids. I pump out several videos out a day, doing several segments a day, talking about several stories a day. So congratulations if you were able to find some footage. Congratulations. I said, the internet experience is unique unto itself, because you end up with people talking to you that you would not otherwise speak with, because they have the social skills of a wet fart. You know, that's the social skills of a wet fart. If you found footage, you don't need to be a wet blanket about it. Comprendo, friendo? Shout out to my man Aaron Kuko, Avo in the building, Nate in the building, Old Dirty Candace in the building, E Money is in the building. Oh, let's talk about how the LDBC is going to replace old media and ESPN real soon. You know what's funny? That's not completely wrong if you think about it. It's not, in the sense that content creators are the primary source for relaying information in the sport of boxing. If you think about it, that Fight Hype is a content creator. It's an old channel, and it's one of the older and bigger channels in the sport, but they are content creators, you know, and they get the stories. Marcos Villegas at Fight Hub, that's another content creator that, yes, it's a big channel and it's been around for many, many years, but it is one of the more primary sources for information that's out there. So I wouldn't say that, oh, you know, specifically that group, the LDBC, is going to replace popular or conventional media, but content creators are replacing media. They are, or they are the media now. That's the difference between now and then, where before you might have had a guy from the New York Times or the New York Post or the Daily News that would cover the sport. Those that are covering the sport now more than anybody are the content creators. Not exclusive to any one group, but yeah, it's the content creators. Shout out to my man Drew. 1,200 for one ticket for Renewey fight. That's a cash cow. Ow! Should I start a GoFundMe to go to Japan? Banzai! He's talking about the forklift driver that was panhandling on Twitter so that people would pay for him to go see Spence. That's pretty fucking pathetic. It is. That's fucking pathetic. For those of y'all that's out there, if you do want to donate to a good cause, what I want y'all to do is go to, matter of fact, I'm going to screenshot it. I'm going to go to that shit right now. It's a good cause that y'all could contribute to help the youth. Where is that shit? Here she is. I'm about to tell y'all right now. Where is that shit? I left a comment on that shit. I think I did. Where the fuck did that shit go? Alright, I got y'all right now. Check it. I know why they did this too, but it fucking worked. It did work. Y'all could contribute to a good cause to send a young fighter out to shit, man. I'm fucking getting old. Y'all can go there and contribute. You see that link right there? I already see she got that, you know, she worked the shit. Go to that link right there. It's to sponsor a young fighter. You know, it's like grabbing people's attention. But I made a donation yesterday. Y'all can make a donation too. It's to help get a young fighter, you know, through they amateur joint. I made a small donation. I see that several people made a small donation. Y'all could go to Sulem Urbina's page, click that link that's right there. You ain't got to donate a lot. You could donate $5. You could donate $10 or whatever. I donated a little 20 and help the kids out, man. Help the kids out, you know. Shout out to my man Ringside Views. Nah, I ain't stoned. I don't even smoke weed, man. I don't smoke that shit. I haven't smoked weed in a very long time. Like, damn, like at least a decade, I'm gonna say. At least over a decade. It never stuck to me. You know what I mean? Not for real, I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed, bro. That shit don't stick to me. I like to be alert and aware. And weed is the opposite of that. I don't really like that. And I'm more of a drinker. Like, that's my vice, drinking. I don't really like weed like that. But yeah, y'all could go to that link and, you know, y'all could send $2, $5, whatever you could spare to help that kid. It's a kid in there. If you click the link, you'll see it's for a kid. It's a young kid. young girl for her amateur joint. They trying to put her through her amateur trials or whatever. So y'all can help out, man. Make yourself useful. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't really like smoking like that, ringside views. It ain't my thing. Now, if we talking some alcohol, call me. You know what I mean? But other than that, nah. I don't really like weed like that. But yeah, yo, the Women's Boxing News channel, I've had many run-ins with that channel. You know what I mean? I've had many run-ins with that channel over the years. I'm not just this year, over the years. Let me pull that joint up again. I have many run-ins with this Twitter account, and it just kills me that it's like, are you trying to amass the worst reputation in boxing Twitter for being the most abrasive, annoying? But like, it's like, bro, you could have just said, yo, look, bro, I got some footage right here. You know what I mean? Common sense, social skills. If you found footage, what you could do is be like, yo, I found it. You probably looked over here. You probably was looking on YouTube, and it ain't none on YouTube, but I found this on Daily Motion. Common sense. But what do I say? The internet brings together people that would not otherwise occupy the same space in the same place. So you end up with like hermits and shit, and dudes that have the social skills of a wet fart. Shout out to my man, Mr. Calderon. Put the link in the chat and support the beer fund. You already know. Alcoholics. Ow. What a souvenir you want from Japan, Jules. Yo, man. I don't even know, B, because, like, yo, I heard Japan is lit, bruh. It's lit over there. Like, they got all kinds of dope shit over there, man. They got all kinds of shit over there. What it do? Michael Giles in the building. About to kill him. Freestyle. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna freestyle. I am too old. I am way too old for that shit. About to post the link in the chat. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. Now let me use the joint.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Having issues. Eat bacon. Feeling stressed. Eat bacon. Feeling tired. Eat bacon. You already know.
Avo in the building. What it do? We go Drew. We out here. You know what I mean?
What's happening, Ivo?
Not much,
It's gonna
man.
be, listen, it's gonna be a busy weekend, yeah. You know, I didn't even realize that until yesterday that Jaime's fight is happening at the same time as Teofimo's fight. That's both on Saturday, bro.
And Jaime moved tickets for this fight too. Well, Oscar
No,
moved
he
tickets.
dude. You know that's what saves. You know better than I do. For whatever reason, people pay to see him fight more than Zerto. They pay to see Jaime. They do. They pay to see him fight.
You know what? My theory is this, Jules, because he's from Tijuana. So fools just cross over real quick. It's nothing to cross over and come see the fight.
Pero singing, it's like they support him, and we know that he doesn't fight shit, but they support him anyway. Que para mí, if I'm being honest, I kind of get the sense that Jaime has more of a following than Leo Santa Cruz. I think you could say that. Like, yeah, he moves tickets, man. Like,
I mean, the fun, like we always said, Jaime is good for a 7-figure payday because he's gonna bring 7 figures back for you.
yeah. And no, with the right dance partner, like if it were, you know, Jaime Munguia versus Charlo in Texas, yeah, that does business, man. That does business. Like, yeah.
Tell me right now, Jules, what does Jaime Munguia and Triple G do on Mexican Independence Day?
Bro,
That's
I think
500,000
honestly, I think
pay-per-view.
that does close to 1 million. My honest opinion, I think it does close to 1 million. Because if
Exactly.
Jaime goes in there and you know I said this, Drew, if Jaime were to go in there and beat the crap out of him worse than he's ever been beaten, that launches him. We can say what we want. We know that yeah, Golovkin is old and this and that, but the act of seeing it and watching it, it's the same as when Oscar fought Chavez, except Chavez was only 32 at the time, but he had like a bunch of fucking fights, which is kind of splitting hairs. It's like, yeah, you know the guy's old, but if you watch him beat the shit out of him,
I'll tell you this right now, Jules. If Jaime were to do that, he cuts the line on David Benavidez for Mexicans fighting. Mexicans would demand that motherfucking shit.
Bro, if Mexicans was behind David Benavidez, that pay-per-view would have did a lot better. Let's be real. The one with Caleb, like, that shit would have did a lot better if they really was fucking with him. Now, Jaime, look, y'all know I don't like his quality of competition. Y'all know that. I got mad smoke for Jaime, but the truth is he does sell tickets. Does.
And a Jaime Canelo pay-per-view coming off a Triple G knockout? Shit.
But what did I tell Steve? I told Steve Kim, as crazy as this might sound, I could see a scenario where Jaime becomes the face, at least around those weights, that if Canelo were to retire or whatever, I think that Jaime has the potential to become the face. I mean, more than Andre, right? More than Charlo, more than Caleb.
But he doesn't have that much talent, though.
No, he don't.
I know that.
He don't speak English, so he has a cap, but he could still be the face.
I mean, look, there was a time when Canelo didn't used to speak no English either, bro. There was a time.
Yes, but
things change.
Canelo always had the swagger, though, of like the Dolce & Gabbana. Like, he already had the drip. He just didn't speak English.
Now we got Reyes in the building. Reyes. Teofimo Lopez. Now let me use my voice.
Teofimo Lopez. Josh Taylor. What we about to see, man?
You're about to see. I already said my prediction like probably
Say it again.
Months ago.
Say it again.
Go watch Steve Collins beat up Chris Eubank Jr. That's what's gonna happen to Teo.
Yo, you know what's
scary? You know what's scary? Every time I ask somebody, they all got Josh Taylor beating this guy's ass. Everybody I ask. Everybody. I'm scared.
I think it's going to be more similar to Liam Smith versus Chris Eubank.
Shit, or that.
Wait. So you have Josh. Wait. Julio, stop being like an enigma and shit. Just say what the fuck you saying, bro.
Like, bro, I was just watching, like, for the past couple weeks, I was watching Josh Taylor fights. Like, I was watching the Jose Ramirez fight and the Baranchik fight. Bro, when he's on his shit, like, that's the best 140 pounder in the world. Like, no debate. I like Regis, but Josh can do everything, man. He can fight on his back foot. He can fight on the inside. He can be aggressive. He can box. He can counterpunch.
That's the Josh we about to see this weekend, though.
I think so. If it is, he wins by a knockout or just the UD. Like, I don't see where Teofimo can outbox him. Like, I think he can just, like, counterpunch him in the middle of the ring, but on the inside, I think he'll get ate up. Pause.
Yeah. No, but yeah. I mean, I do think that if they're in the booth, if they're in the phone booth, that favors Josh, even though he's taller and poised, somewhat longer. That's his sweet spot. That's literally always been his sweet spot. Mid-range to inside. Teofimo, he's a mid-range fighter. You know, he is. But he don't really throw combinations like that. Like, it's really just 1-2 shots at a time. He not gonna do a whole bunch of inside shit. He trying to hit you hard, hurt you, and get you out of there. And if he don't hurt you, then he's gonna be careful, you know? To me, he doesn't have the work rate for Josh, is what I see. That is like, you don't throw enough to keep him off you.
One, I don't think Teo got that dog for a fucking fisticuffs battle. But I wanted to ask y'all, is there a scenario where Josh Taylor can retire him this Saturday?
Bro, I mean, be real, Drew. If he loses, what state of mind do you think he's gonna be in?
And depending how he loses, if Josh Taylor knock him the fuck out, beat him to a fucking pulp, I think that's it.
Drew, is that what you see?
I'm going with the motherfucker that fuck with real gangsters and their daddy's not a fucking rat to fuck that shit up.
Fuck rats, bro. Fuck them rats.
Josh Taylor, look at this. Josh Taylor's tired of the Regis Prograis, the Subriel Matias, the Catterall. Josh Taylor's coming to fuck everybody up, bro.
I'm with that shit. Big Capricorn energy. Big Josh Taylor.
I think it's gonna be worse if Teo loses the decision, because just look how he's reacted to the Cambosa shit. That's a fight you clearly lost. We all saw it.
Yeah.
If you lose the decision again.
No, wait, go ahead, Reyes. Would it be, Reyes, in your opinion, would a sustained beating over 12 rounds be worse than getting cold knocked out.
I think the sustained beating would be worse because you just get cold knocked out. He could just say, you know what, he caught me lacking. You know, I was winning, or I was gonna win if this had gone longer, but he caught me randomly. And even though that's probably not true, if it were to happen, he's gonna rationalize it because he's insane. But
he is insane.
He is insane.
He is, no, but he isn't, bro. He really thinks he got robbed in the Cambosos.
Man, listening
still
to
thinks-
But also, fellas, the last time Josh Taylor fought in America, they tried to fuck him with 2 knockdowns. Let's not forget this. He's not coming to fucking win a decision.
I mean, you know what this shit is? And I've said this before. I don't like how Teofimo reacts to getting hit in those moments where he does get hit. These young guys, they all seem to panic in a way that the older guys don't panic when they're hit. Because y'all remember Prograis versus Taylor. They both landed a lot of big punches and hard punches. But when the young guys like Teofimo and Devin and even Javante to a degree, not that he's the youngest guy, but the way they react when they get hit, they kind of like, you see it that they like, you know what I mean?
No, they get
like they farted and a little bit of shit came out.
It's like it's like they're gonna get pussy for the first time and they get scared.
And then jizz and they dancing.
It's like what's his name? It's like what's that movie? American Pie with Jim.
Bro, I almost had a heart attack the first time I got pussy. Like, my fucking heart was about to jump out of my chest. I hate that.
You know what? You got to remember, Teo was in some serious denial when he lost to Kambosos and was trying to, like, you know, he did the flip and was insistent he won. I mean, he was in some serious denial. He ain't going to be able to rationalize the loss to Taylor either. He's going to act the same way, but probably worse.
Yeah.
I disagree with the previous contention that, let's say Teofimo Lopez loses a decision with
Wait, Leo, whose mic is doing that?
that's the homie country, man.
If you are in the middle of a tornado, mute your mic. Leo, the floor is yours.
Look, when Teofimo Lopez lost to George Kambosos, I think the only reason Teo was able to cope with that loss is because he lost a decision, and it still can hang on to the belief that he got robbed by the son at Matchroom. But if he loses by KO, I don't know if I can cope with that. I don't know what it's gonna be.
There's no crutch.
No.
Well, he was asking if he still had it at that Sandor Martin fight. If he gets knocked out, I don't even think he's going to be asking that anymore. I think he's going to be like, you know.
Well, Leo, you said that. How do you see it playing out, Leo?
I think Josh Taylor's going to be too much at the end.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
The only thing I can see like Teo doing.
Y'all gotta let Leo finish. You let him finish, bro.
Look, I think Teofimo Lopez is good, but look, that victory against Lomachenko is if you was able to do. You had good moments against Lomachenko. I think you had him hurt a few times. Lomachenko is good disguising the damage, and he stays in the pocket and stays in the fight. But you haven't hurt several times in that fight. But if you were able to do that consistently throughout the fight, I would say you were the better boxer. But I cannot say that. And the only reason we really talk about Teofimo Lopez the way we talk is because of victory.
Yeah.
And when you there was a time you have to stay with George Kambosos and fight. Say whatever you want, the bad game plan, whatever. You was there at middle range exchanging punches with George Kambosos, and George Kambosos was beating you in your own game.
He was getting countered. He's getting the shit counted out of him. The other thing is this, guys, that let's be honest about something, all right? And I know that it's a bit of a lazy, it's a bit of a lazy assertion what I'm going to make, but you were down there at lightweight. The guy used to campaign as a featherweight. You didn't ragdoll him.
No.
Just saying that for you to have the dimensions and the minerals and the ingredients to successfully move up and be who you were downstairs, you would have needed to beat Lomachenko more decisively, I would say, and you would have needed to look more dominant in the last 2 fights that you have had. He looked a little bit weird with Campas, but I give him that because, you know, he's on the rebound. With Martin, I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like,
Hey, Jules, remind everybody how you had the Lomachenko fight again.
I had it a draw. I had it a draw. I had it 6 rounds to 6.
I think Sandor is just bad for everybody, though. I think he'll make anybody look bad.
Okay.
I don't look too much into that. Like, I just think the best version of Teofimo wouldn't be able to beat 50%
Best
of Josh
version
Taylor.
the best version of Josh Taylor beats Teofimo 7 days out of 7.
Even the 50% Josh Taylor, like, bro,
I don't know about
Teofimo,
that. I don't know about
dude, Teofimo makes too many mistakes. Like, Josh Taylor said it in the interview. Like, he makes so many fundamental mistakes. The fucking leaping in, not throwing his jab,
Scottish accent
up,
was
like,
terrible. My Scottish accent is much better
Holy
than
shit!
his.
I got to rewatch that interview. Holy
Shit
shit,
was
man!
gold,
Every time
bro.
I hear
Let me
Teofimo
say
talk,
this
bro,
because-
that dude has 90. Like, I think his IQ is a solid 90, man.
Dude, his
And
head
when
is the
Taylor-
best.
Now everybody chill. Go ahead, Leo.
Let me say this because we always do the same thing against these guys like Sandor Martin, Jack Cotterill, like Frankie Sanchez. Nobody really looks good against those guys. I don't think that's a good measurement for who you are. But at the same time, okay, you didn't. For someone that say that Josh Taylor won that fight against Jack Cotterill, you didn't win 8 rounds in that fight to win a decision.
No.
You didn't for 4 rounds in that fight.
I had, bro, you know I had Jack winning that shit.
Yeah.
I had Jack winning that shit.
And in the Sandor Martin fight against Teofimo Lopez, okay, you win. I think you won, but you didn't. You win based on Sandor Martin wasn't really doing that much to win in the same way. For example, this Karen Chukaskian guy didn't.
Well, they both did the same thing. They both only fought half a fight. That they had the defense part down, but they didn't mount any real kind of offense consistently. Well, I will say for Sandor, he scored 2 knockdowns, not just 1. But
Yes, he did. I counted 2.
Yeah,
I
don't
counted 2.
think we can assess boxer's skill against that kind of fighters because those kind of fighters are rare and don't really. Those kind of fighters, you're not gonna.
Me diga esa vaina, Leo, que si if I'm saying, esto es lo que yo estoy diciendo. If Teofimo would have went in there and blasted out Sandor Martin, would have been saying something, wouldn't it? Right?
Yeah.
And if he would have blasted Vasyl Lomachenko out of there, wow, right? Like, wow. You're not that guy. You were not that guy at lightweight. You're not that guy at super lightweight. That's
but
what
who's
I'm
blasting
saying.
them out though? Pause. Who's blasting those type of dudes out? Not many.
No, I'm saying because
Pause.
of who you fighting. You fighting Josh Taylor, right? I said this ages ago. 140 may not be kind to Teofimo. This is why. I don't see you annihilating. Like, look, I got to give him credit for Masayoshi Nakatani because he actually fractured his orbital bone. I think that fight took years out of Masayoshi Nakatani, right? But for me to believe that you could hack it with the best of the best at 140, oh, you would have needed to knock that motherfucker out. Oh, yeah. And Lomachenko. Yeah. For me to be confident that you can go up there and run shit, yeah, I would have needed to see that, bro. Because that's what Crawford showed me. Terence Crawford.
Do y'all remember what he said after the Masayoshi Nakatani fight?
No more tall guys.
Yeah, I don't want taller fighters anymore. Oh
Does
my
that sound
God.
like a guy who can hack it at 140 to you?
No.
No more tall
Sounds
guys.
like that sounds like some sucker shit. Can you
Sucker
imagine
shit.
him? Imagine him in there with Subriel.
Oh God.
Bro, I told you, I think he would. I'm not saying that shit for comedic value. I think Subriel, that would be the next body on his record.
Jules, name me a guy at 35 or 40 that could move up, that could even hang with Subriel.
Jermaine Ortiz.
Jermaine?
No, not because of Subriel. I mean, like someone with the physical dimensions, the youth also, to make it, legitimately make it at 140. I would say Floyd Schofield. I would say Jermaine Ortiz because they're big for their weight and they're young, so they have time. That their strength is still coming in. I would say out of the kids, and Keyshawn Davis, of course, that they're young, their bodies are still growing. They ain't got their man strength yet. So if they were to get to 40 and they were to fight there, I think they would do okay. But, that's not saying they're going to kill everything walking up there either. But I think they would do okay. Whereas Teofimo, he was big compared to Lomachenko. You feel me? You were big, and Loma little as shit. It's a lot of it's motherfucking shit. If AJ go to the bathroom right now, his shit a turd bigger than Lomachenko. A little guy.
Hey Jules, do you think
am I
that's
wrong, Jay?
about Shakur, though?
No, you're not, bro.
Oh, Shakur has the dimensions. It's just I'm tired of To me, it's obvious. In other words, that if anybody has what it takes to make it, it's that kid. That kid is the real motherfucking shit. He is real.
Shakur is special.
Sauce
But to
packet.
fight
That's
40 pounders?
I believe so. Yes. Remember
fight
this.
someone, even though he's not going to fight him,
remember this. Floyd Mayweather was not a big guy at 35. Remember this. Floyd Mayweather. Not a big guy at
TV.
No, he wasn't.
I got to sort out these shitty mic situations.
Yeah, y'all
man.
mics is fucking basura. What is this? LGBT shit?
Now, let me read the super chat. Shout out to Mr. Calderon. Josh gonna give T.O. that beat. His daddy never gave him. Fuck around, he might, bro. Fuck around, he might.
I mean, I could see why his wife. I could see why the wife divorced and married into that family.
Yeah, but you know, like I heard that she's older than him, and she was like a flight stewardess. So
Flight attendant.
No, she is. And married.
Yeah,
here's my theory on that. Women that work in the flight industry, the medical
smuts,
medical field, and one other field, the attorneys, recreational use only, fellas.
I'm saying that a guy he got with her, I think when he was 23, like he was young. Let's put it that way, because he's 25 now. He was very young when he got with that lady, and she's more mature than him, smarter than him, more cunning. You know,
I think she got a few years on him,
fellas.
She got a few years on him.
That was
her come up.
That was his first raw pussy in the Mile High Club. He was fucked,
bro. I said it in my video. No guy ages 20 to 30 should be getting married. Nah, son, you bugging. You young. You need to live, especially in your profession. That you young, you got a lot of money. Enjoy it. You know, there's gonna be a time to settle down, but not at 22, 23.
That's bugging. That's how you know he from Florida, not New York.
I was good. I was going to sit there like, if I pull a random kid out of Harlem, if I go to 8th and I just pluck a random dude, give him the money that T.O. was making, you think he about to get married? Nah. So what the fuck you getting married for? That was like probably his first piece of good twat. He's like, I love you so much. Family. I love you so much. Family with you.
Hey, fellas, who saw Teofimo imitating Josh Taylor on the trash talk thing?
Oh, that was awful.
Yo, terrible.
When Josh went, the Scottish Italian guy doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Scottish Italian guy doesn't even make sense. You talk too much shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like T.O., this is T.O.'s. I mean, Loma's a grown man, but he's little. This is like the first grown man you fucking with, bro. That'll fuck you.
He fighting a grown. Why you think he left, bro? Like, I don't have time for this shit. I'm getting out of here.
There's a fucking clown. He's a fucking clown.
Fuck, he sound like William Wallace when he said, "You're just fucking clown." Fucking clown. I didn't even know he was language. I thought he was speaking Gaelic. He's fucking clown.
You're starting to sound like one of the Beatles there, Jules.
He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shite.
He's a fucking bell-end. He's a fucking bell-end, Dawson.
He's a fucking bollocks, yo.
It kind of reminded me of Spinal Tap, because it is a fucking Christopher Guest movie. Whenever T.O. talks.
Bro, when he brought up the Kobe shit, and we all know that was a joke when Kobe did it. Remember when he had Kanye in the audience? Yeah. Are you the same animal, but a different beast? I love that.
The takeaway from me is when he brought up Sugar Ray Robinson, I'm like, wait a minute. Now you're not comparing yourself to Sugar Ray Robinson, are you?
No, but he really brought up that commercial with Kobe Like, bro, that was joke, bro. Like that was Kobe was playing, bro. Like that
But
wasn't.
Kobe was also dead serious though too.
Basically, but basically, what I saw, what I got from that, y'all, it's like Teofimo. He was all over the place. His head is a bag of cats. Like,
I feel sorry for him, guys.
I do this weekend. It's going to be
Fellas,
embarrassing.
like I told you, fellas,
humiliation ritual this weekend for him. I think it really is.
That's crack. That's a crack baby head in his head right there.
Josh is what I said. That's
a tweaker baby, bro.
Josh is really gonna fuck him
baby.
up.
Let me read the super chat. Let me read the super chat. Edwin Castillo says a severe beating happens and Senior is too clueless to stop it. Nah, if push comes to shove and he's really getting hurt, I think Senior will pull him out. If he's really getting fucked up in there, I think he. I think he would, bro. I don't think he
knows his son like that, man.
The same way Josh Flores' dad forgot to.
That's Josh.
Exactly.
That's
what I
that's
expect to happen.
No, but
Gabe
see,
Flores,
that's Gabe Flores' dad, bro. That's a different level. If this kid is getting banged the fuck up in there, like he really getting fucked up, that towel is getting thrown. Believe that shit.
I think his dad is either knows or suspects that his son has CTE because I think it was during the Campos fight. They said that he didn't spar anymore. Like he don't really spar like that no more. And
so you telling me he don't spar no more and he trying to fight Josh Taylor?
Yeah, well that's what they said after the Campos fight. Like he doesn't really spar like that.
Yeah, I heard something about that, man.
I think his dad knows. Like, yo, this dude has been probably through a lot. Like,
all right, I got Josh by KO.
Yep, 12th round. I'll take that.
It's just hard not to pick Josh to win the fight, bro.
What's funny about Josh? I could tell I could tell Josh is DK's muscle. And Fury's just a little bitch. Like they be punking.
Bro, I
Fury.
told you, like Fury is Ray Liotta in Goodfellas. That's Tyson Fury. I was watching Goodfellas yesterday. It still hit me hard the scene with Paul Sorvino when he rat everybody out at the end and all of that.
Yeah,
that shit hit hard, because damn, B, they get you really gonna roll over on your man's, B? Really?
No, I mean, Jules, it hurts so much because that's exactly what Paul was afraid of. That's why he wanted him to stop doing drugs. That's exactly what he was afraid of.
Bro, and you know what's worse? They don't even fucking kill him at the end. He ends up in fucking suburbia somewhere, bro.
And Tyson Fury is I could see them sending Fury to the DK, sending him to the store for Swishers, yo.
Bro, Fury is a big doofus, bro. Like Fury's a big goof, bro. Like what I want to say this. This is why Departed was bittersweet, because even though the DiCaprio character got shot, Matt Damon got shot too, so it was like, all right, Marky Mark Wahlberg, he had the bags on.
He got his ass. He got
his ass. So it's like, all right, So if Goodfellas, and I love Goodfellas, I've seen that movie maybe 11 times, but it's maybe more. But it's like, the fact that Ray Liotta didn't die at the end, bro, that shit always, man, come on, anybody gonna kill this guy?
Oh, they tried.
Bullshit.
They tried, but luckily he was in on it.
And the same thing in The Departed, like to find out, like, the main dude was a rat the whole time.
Yo, can somebody explain this to me? The dude that got shot, remember towards the end, right?
Yeah.
One of the dudes gets shot. They put him in a van. Then they held up in a safe house. Why didn't he rat out Leo if he knew that, this dude is a Jake, like this dude is a cop? Why didn't he say anything?
Because he knew. I think because he knew the main dude that Leo was undercover on was also a cop too.
But you remember that he asked him. He's like, "Ask me why I didn't rat you out. Ask me." And then he died. And I'm like, I never got that scene. Like, why didn't he rat him out though? He could have.
It was
character. I don't know.
I mean, if you knew the storyline, it was loosely based on Whitey Bulger, who was the feds. He was an informant, so he knew people on the inside. He knew people in the government that could help him and do the dirty shit he did, get away with it.
But why didn't the man that got shot rat him out? He said, "Ask me why you didn't tell on you. Ask me." And he died like a Street Fighter character. You know what I mean?
Jules, I'll tell you why. Because the movie needed to continue.
Oh, fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, bro. Cervecero says, drove my SS to work today. Shit, I fucking clicked the shit. Let me go back up. Wait. Go back up, find that shit. Go back. Oh, there it is. Okay, shout out to my man Cervecero. Drove my SS to work today to subir al manín. Ya tú sabes, manín. Yeah, I gotta watch that shit again because to this day, I've seen that movie maybe 15 times. Honest to God, it's one of my favorite gangster movies. And I still can't wrap my mind around why didn't he rat Leo out? I don't understand the whole movie. Jack Nicholson is looking for the rat. The whole movie. Why didn't he rat him out? Wait a minute. It was two rats. Wasn't it two rats? Wasn't it two rats?
Technically, yeah, on both sides. It was on both sides. Yeah.
Not because the other dude wasn't a rat. He was a double agent, if anything, because he was a gangster pretending to be a cop, whereas Leo was a cop pretending to be a gangster.
Yep.
But I think there was two rats, and that's why. Because he was working with the cops too. That gotta be it. Gotta be it. Saludos de lo mío que lo que manín. Taylor is smart. He talked trash to Ramirez and made him make mistakes in their fight. Lopez will do the same, but will get stopped. Yeah, and the other thing is Ramirez is a big boy. You know, he could take the hits. But like Ramirez is like 5'11" at that weight, or 5'10", 5'11" around there. He's not little for that weight like Teofimo.
He took the Greatest Hits album, the fucking double cassette shit in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, but y'all want to hear something crazy? I mean, like I picked Josh to beat Jose, but like y'all remember, I think the scuffle in the hotel room when Josh kind of shoved him and everything like that. When Jose they talked to him afterwards, I could see he was visibly bothered by that.
Because he be chilling.
That got to him.
He be chilling, like he's a stoic kind of cat. Like he don't say a lot, you know what I mean? Like he dare to do what he dare to do, whereas just take our freedom. You know, he's William Wallace, bro. Let me take our hair, but then we never take our women. Yeah, like he's all over the place, that guy, bro. Shout out to Will. Will says, watch Internal Affairs and it will make sense. Oh, Infernal Affairs, and it will make sense of The Departed is an Americanized remake of a classic foreign movie. Why didn't he rat him out? Friendship. Oh
yeah, Departed is a remake of that. I forgot. That's true.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep, it is. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
Now we are talking about that. I want to ask something to you about the Godfather. Do you remember when?
Wait, Leo, I must confess, that's the one gangster movie I've always thought was overrated. I don't even remember the first Godfather.
Neither do I.
Casino, Goodfellas.
Yes.
Casino
was my shit. Casino was my shit.
How could you not like The Godfather though?
I'm being honest, country. I've watched it more than once, and it didn't hit me how Casino hit me. Honestly, it didn't. Or Scarface. It just didn't hit me like that. Maybe I need to see it again because it's been a few years. A lot, actually. But I know I've seen it at least 2 times at length, and it just didn't hit me.
Like the trilogy,
like the second one a little better than the first.
The second one is better than the first. I'll acquiesce to that.
I like the first one more than the second.
Well, the first one's the best, one of the best, though. I mean, but for me personally, I can't speak for nobody else. But the second one, I liked it because it had the scenes from back in the old days and the other stuff that you didn't see.
I liked it because Tommy Fury was in that one. Fredo Fury. Fredo was in that one, and I liked that one. Oh shit! Fredo looked like somebody beat the fuck out of Al Pacino. That's what he looked like. Somebody just beat the shit out of Al Pacino, bro. That's what he looked like. Mr. T. Boo Boo Fumbles shunned the idea of fighting Morel, only for Team Benavidez to pass him over for Morel. Look, the next video I do is gonna be all about that. It is, but what I'm gonna say is, now we know you fucked up. Because what have I been saying? You should have fought Yanni back. Why? You would have got the lion's share of the pot as the defending champion. You fucked that bag up. Again. Forget Zach Parker. Forget that. You should have fought Yanni back. Could have told Top Rank, yo, let me get 1.1 mil. I'll fight your boy. And then after that, let's build. We could work together. Been saying it. Now we see how that decision aged. It aged poorly, like most of the decisions you make. Is what it is. I
Thought
don't
he
feel
said
sorry for
back
him.
to the gym. What happened?
I mean, I don't. Now, remember the whole shit was, oh, it's so good that he didn't fight Yanni back. It's so good that he didn't fight Parker because he going to the PBC now. He gonna get PBC fights.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, Jules, can I get full screen?
All right, let me go up here. Let me see. All right.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
You know why? Look, I gotta say, I heard Fredo being mentioned. Tyson Fury, or rather Luke, is afraid of the heavyweights, man. Because like the gun he fumbled the bag.
Bro, listen, bro. Tyson Fury he didn't think that would happen. That's the main shit. He thought that he could fuck up another fight and he was gonna get away with it. And he didn't realize, nah, my guy, you ought to get out of jail free passes, bro. You out of them shits. People tired of you, bro.
Good.
Straight cheese.
Good.
Straight cheese.
About time to get a fat bag of milk and piece of his own medicine.
Trying to tell you, bro. Like he thought is, oh, I could fuck up the Usyk fight because I'll just go back to my AJ shit. He didn't realize that, yo, that it's like when you got an uncle that tell the same joke all the time, and by the third time you're like, ha ha ha. It's like, all right,
bro, go some. All right, come on, bro.
Yeah. It's like, he thought that, oh, I don't gotta fight Usyk because AJ right there. If the shit with Usyk don't happen, I'ma just go to AJ, bro. Nah, son, people don't want to go through that shit again. People want to see fights, bro. AJ and Wilder are in the process of making a fight between them for a lot of money. So people, I don't think that he thought that was going to be there, that you know that AJ has a 2-fight plan. The plan is to get him out in August, then get him back out in December against Wilder. And people want to see that. Whoever you think wins, it doesn't matter. People want to see that. They don't want him to start fucking around with you so that same shit happen again. Because that's what happens when people fuck around with you. They waste a lot of time and fights don't get made. Motherfuckers don't want to deal with that shit.
He kind of sounds like Al Heyman.
Real. Shout out to my man Raymond for the Cash App donation.
Now that we are in the subject, Julius, do you have any thoughts on Wilder versus AJ?
I want to see what he looks like in August.
I'll answer it for you. AJ, easy work.
Nah,
easy work.
This is the look. It's presumptuous. I already think AJ is the better boxer. You know that. I think he's the better boxer. But you need to be able to pull the trigger. You do. You can't hesitate. That half a second you hesitate, you get knocked out.
Nah.
Well, not only that right hand, if it lands flush.
As soon as Wilder
the thing is that
the fight is over, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, and has AJ been physically imposing?
Yeah.
No.
We only
he boxed Franklin, bro.
Yeah,
he boxed him. He wasn't stepping into his jab and
he was definitely stepping into his jab. He just wasn't going crazy on him, and he just couldn't knock him out because he's tough. But Wilder's been knocked out. He has no fucking legs up under him, and as soon as he gets cracked, he's gonna go back to his old self.
Now that could happen. We don't know what Wilder's punch resistance is. We don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like people talk about Wilder being gun shy. What the fuck do we know about not Wilder? Joshua being gun shy. What do we know about Wilder? He's been knocked out more.
He has, and worse. I would say worse because I feel like Wilder's losses were worse than Joshua's because you didn't just you got the shit beat out of you and the fight stopped.
He had belt put to his ass.
That's what I'm saying. Now with Ruiz, we could say that that was a bad beating. But the Usyk loss wasn't that. Like, nah, y'all making it out like this motherfucker got dropped and put under the ring.
Even
like,
when
he lost, but
when he lost to Ruiz, he dropped him. Like,
so I would say that Wilder's losses, they do look more damaging in the sense that before the fight was waved off or before you got knocked out, you got hit a lot. And because of how you are, because of how you are, you don't have the faculties. Your ego is huge. So you lose a fight, it's like your whole world got rocked because your ego is so fucking big. You make it harder on yourself because, and I've said this before, that if you just looked at it as Fury being the better man, then it wouldn't bother you so much. But you looked at it through a lot of different filters, and each one of them are toxic. So
yeah, but to me, it's just crazy that like there's skepticism around AJ because he won every single fucking round against his stylistic foil. But Wilder knocks out his fucking sparring partner with a feint, and nobody says anything.
Oh, I told a motherfucker the other day, like, yo, y'all acting like beating Robert Helenius or slumping Robert. Like, yo, Robert is like Mick Conlon. When he get knocked out, he really gets knocked out.
Also,
like,
what's it called? Don't you notice something about that fight?
Go ahead, Reyes.
Didn't you notice something about the Robert Helenius fight? What was Wilder doing the entire time?
He was moving lateral, circling away, trying to box.
Yeah, from Robert Helenius. And I don't care what anyone says. That punch would knock him out, bro.
I know, bro. But I just figured he was working on things, bro. Like, you know, that he's not just gonna go in there the same way that he, you know, just working on new shit.
He ran in a circle, then threw an awful punch. That punch was horrendous.
I would also make the point that think about the fact that the Helenius fight was last October. That was one round since last October. And allegedly, if we're to believe what you're saying, you're going to fight in December. So realistically, you fought a total of one round in 2.5 years.
That's what I was gonna say. That one round in 2 years. One round.
That's very. And you're 38 years old, dude. You ain't no spring chicken, fam.
That's why you cannot teach an old dog new tricks, man. I don't believe all this training videos of him working on his jab, the 1-2, him sidestepping, pivoting and shit. Nah. Once he gets hit, it's gonna revert all the way back to his old habits, man.
Yeah.
And all the thing I hear all this thing is predicated on Joshua being scared, which I don't believe, man.
Yeah, but you can't say that. You can't say that Joshua. Like, look, I'm a huge Joshua fan, so don't get it twisted. I cannot say that I see the Joshua that fought Povetkin. In fact, if this Joshua fought Povetkin, I don't know if he wins. The one that fought him was nice, bro. Like, like to me, that's one of my favorite Joshua fights is the Povetkin fight.
This Joshua UD.
I think. Listen, I think there's.
Look easy.
Hold on, let me just say this. I think there's apprehension when there's some stylistic adversity when it comes to Joshua, when it comes to his opponents, right? But with Wilder, I think it's going to be a lot different, man. And it's going to be like Kill Bill. Bro. When you see the red. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But it's just like people question AJ's chin. Bro, when he got stopped by Ruiz, he was on his feet. Wilder got knocked out by Fury. He hit the deck.
The way they talk about AJ, you would have thought he got knocked out 4 or 5 times. He been knocked out once.
He took
Wilder been knocked out. Wilder, this is I said this to unbiased because it's crazy to me that nobody notices that Wilder has actually been not just knocked out more times than Anthony Joshua. He's been knocked down more times than Anthony Joshua. He has. Yeah, that's literally. Look. But because of perception, everybody act like, oh, AJ is the fragile one. No, it's him, bro.
You know what's funny though, and all that too. Like they swear AJ got outclassed by some bum. He got outclassed by motherfucking Olympic gold medalist, undisputed champion.
He got outclassed by a guy that Fury is currently ducking.
Talk about it. Ow! They swear like Usyk is some bum, yo. Like.
Y'all are buying into the hype. Wilder ain't shit.
And
we know how we can
game.
Lose,
Andy is out here. Why ain't nobody fighting Andy? Ain't nobody got no money for Wilder. You ain't got no money for Andy. Why ain't nobody fighting Andy? See, it's cool. It's cool to laugh. No, wait. It's cool to laugh that Andy beat AJ, right? But what I see is, oh, you don't want to gamble,
bro. That's what
you don't want to gamble. That's what I see. Like, I ain't trying to end up like Wilder.
You want to Andy can fight on the inside, and he's gonna make Wilder fight backwards, and he doesn't want to do that shit. Like, it's so obvious why, and it's not worth money.
If between now and December, Wilder don't fight Andy, I don't want and really, I'm tired of that. Like, bro, why is it so hard for you guys to fight the guys that he fought without, like he didn't get nobody no issues. Like, all right, we gonna fight. All right, you beat me, let's run it back. Whatever. You know what I mean? The way fighters do. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all got every other. I got to clean the gutters that day. I'm sorry, I can't.
Like,
no, I'm gonna give those guys a pass. To be fair,
like holy neighbor.
Holy neighbor, neighborino.
To play devil's advocate, though, from another point of view, that little butterbean, he wants $20 million to step back out there. He thinks every fight is an AJ fight.
I don't disagree with you, right? But when you run around acting like Fury, you talking to my cousin from Kiev like that, being disrespectful.
Your cousin from Kiev?
My cousin from Kiev, B, right? When you disrespecting my Capricorn cousin from Kiev like that,
at least pronounce
how do you say it?
Kiev.
Look, it's Kiev, bro, right? I'm Spanish. In Espanol, we say Kiev. Kiev, okay?
All right.
All right, now, my thing is, Fury likes to play this game where he really thinks he's in control and he's this huge draw. And if you ask his cocksucking fans, he's the greatest thing since fucking Elton John. All right then, motherfucker, put the money up. If AJ could get that fat butterball in the ring 2 times, why you can't get him in there once?
Yep.
Because now I know why. So does the whole panel. It's my point. You're not who you say you are. And you're not what they make you out to be. Because if you were, fighting Andy would have been perfect for you. It's an easy stylistic matchup for you. And it is with a noteworthy opponent. You could style on him. And the angle would be, look, I could beat this fat motherfucker easy. Where AJ needed 2 fights, Brody, I only need 1. That could have been an angle. You could have sold that. But you ain't good for the money. Because you're not the money man. He's still a money man.
He'll get to make his money to December. If they get this fight made, he'll get his money. But let me tell you,
he might not take the fight, bro. I'm just telling you.
Look, man,
listen, if he does, man, I'm just saying he's gonna go out even more violently.
He may not take the fight. Wait, we talking about Fury or Wilder?
Wilder.
Oh, I was talking about Fury. That I'm just telling y'all that there's a chance he don't take the fight in December.
We know.
And then AJ's gonna be sharper. About AJ. Then Wilder. Look, he got defeated by 2 guys, Usyk and Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz stopped him. But look, I don't think that it was really. He got hurt in the fight. I get it. But what I really think that got AJ in that fight is Andy Ruiz and Usyk also. They have crazy work rates.
Mm-hmm.
And in a moment, AJ realized that, okay, this guy is not Klitschko. He's not letting me to regroup and put an offensive on myself and recuperate. So at the end of the day, he got stopped. But that's not Wilder. I can see a scenario when Wilder hurts Anthony Joshua, but at the moment that he needs to go for the kill, Wilder, I don't think he's gonna be able. I always saying this. Wilder has to be one of the worst finishers in the sport. He doesn't know how to do it. If he knocks out the guy clean, he gets sloppy and force the stoppage at the end of the day. But with high-level guys, it's not gonna be able to do it. I don't think it's gonna be able to stop AJ in the way that stopped fucking Gerald Washington and the other fucking bombs he fought. Because
Let me say this, because I see Fernando is saying what he's saying. The other thing is we have to take Andy asking for 20 million with a grain of salt, because it's Fury saying that.
Okay.
But he's not. But I will say this: Andy's neither come out confirming nor denying it. So it kind of.
Right.
It kind of
Right.
just looks bad. It's like if it was bullshit, right? Come out saying, "Yeah, I never said that." But
He is advised by Al Heyman. So
That is true. But look at what look at what Heyman's advice, if he was advised in that situation for asking for a number like that. Well, now he doesn't have shit. He doesn't have shit. What the fuck is he gonna do?
He pushed the envelope.
All the money for Andy is probably right now at Sky and Top Rank. I say them because they got a couple of heavyweights. You know, like eventually you build up a Jared Anderson for an Andy Ruiz fight. Eventually you build up a Frazier Clark, who is an Olympian, by the way, and not a young one. So, you know, you got to move him quick. These are guys that you could build up for an Andy Ruiz. Andy's not going to fight a Felipe Pergovic, you know? Like, he's not going to fight a guy like that. Even if it is for a title shot, he's not going to fight a guy like that. But those guys, you know, you get Andy a couple of ham and egg guys, right? You know, eventually you put him in there with Jared Anderson. Jared puts him in the hospital. It's a beautiful thing. That's Andy's best bet at this point, because it's like, bro, like, if you really did ask for 20 million, bro, you're fucking crazy. If you did ask for that. Dillian, that has sold way more pay-per-views in that country than you have, he only got 7 million, bro. 7. You're gonna get 20 for what?
I will say this: if there ever was a AJ versus Andy trilogy fight, that could be a big fight.
There should be. I still think there should be, because both guys won their slice emphatically. Like Andy clearly beat Anthony Joshua, but Anthony clearly shut him out. So I think there should be a third fight.
You know, I'm happy. I'm happy
because
people tend to forget, like, AJ avenged his loss to Andy. Like, in that second, like, people tend to forget that second fight was an emphatic victory for AJ. So,
well, it's because of the optics. They see this guy that in their own mind they view as an Adonis. He should not be losing to a butterball, not realizing, you know, Tyson Fury lost to a butterball too, right? Many years ago. His name was John McDermott. But, you know, amnesia, it's that convenient amnesia. You can look it up. You can look up the fight if you want to, you know. Like, oh, AJ shouldn't be losing to a butterball. Yeah, a guy 6'8", 6'9", like Tyson Fury, he shouldn't be losing to a butterball either. Main difference is that Fury didn't get knocked out. But anybody saw that fight knows Fury lost.
You know what's still kind of interesting about the whole AJ versus Wilder thing? I remember someone said it after the second Usyk fight. They said it's interesting that AJ is gonna start doubting himself now, because the AJ that I just saw fight Usyk right there beats pretty much any heavyweight that's not named Tyson Fury, because he's not gonna have to deal with the same shit. But because he lacks so much confidence, he's gonna doubt himself. And he's gonna take a long time to get back. Then everything he's done here is gonna start regressing backwards. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I mean, do you feel that way, Reyes? When you look at him now,
I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, I don't think really separating from Robert Garcia was a particularly an impressive move. You didn't look bad in your last fight. You just lost to someone that you lost to before.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I said it. I thought he looked way better in that second fight. Like, yeah, you lost, but you lost good, bro. Like, the same shit you said, like, yo, this guy, if he fight like this, every fight after this, he'll beat most of this division. Most of it.
Go look at Usyk's face after the rematch. Like, that's probably the toughest fight he's ever been in. Easy.
Could you imagine Wilder trying to throw punches at that AJ and trying to land with those telegraphed ass swings?
Hey, I'll ask you a better question. Imagine Wilder trying to take those body shots that AJ was throwing.
But that's the other thing, though, that if you're gonna beat Wilder, if you are gonna beat him, you have to initiate. You have to lead the dance. You can't be hesitant, because it's putting him on his back foot that you're shooting for. You know, that's what you want. You want him to shift all his weight to his back foot. That disrupts his right hand. He doesn't throw it the same if he shifts his weight to his back foot. You need to be aggressive, and you need to be confident. You can't be hesitant.
Pressure.
Look at who's training him. Like, Derek James is gonna get him to throw his jab 1,000 fucking times every single round.
So.
And we kind of saw that in his last fight. Like, the blueprint is there. I think it's gonna end up looking almost like a mismatch. Like, I think he'll crack Wilder early, and then after that, up until he stops him mid to late rounds, it's just gonna be the same. It's gonna be Wilder Fury 3 all over again. He's just gonna take a beating until he goes out.
No, I'm gonna go
smoke a cigarette, you motherfucker! I'll be right back.
All right. All right, the random question. Who wins, Floyd versus Crawford at 140?
Floyd.
That's
Floyd.
a good call.
Floyd.
Probably Floyd, but that would be
really?
an interesting fight, I
It
think.
would be, but I think Crawford would make him work though, so it wouldn't be easy.
Crawford has great
140.
legs.
We talking like end of Pretty Boy or early Money May?
I think that's like about to be end of Pretty Boy. I think.
Yeah, I think that's
still Pretty Boy. It's still Pretty Boy. Still
Floyd that knocked out Ricky Hatton.
Oh yeah, that Floyd will win. Because I'm just gonna say this: like the older Floyd got, like he became more of a pure boxer. And I think Crawford could have won there.
Wasn't the Ricky Hatton Floyd kind of what's it called? Basically money made because he wanted to basically fight that fight almost exclusively on the outside. And they had
but
the
he
refs
was
separate them every 5 seconds.
he was more of a boxer puncher still, man. He wasn't really like a decisive pure boxer yet.
Right.
Yeah.
He hadn't totally perfected that shoulder roll yet. Not the way he was doing it later on.
I don't know. That's a tough fight for me to just say like Floyd immediately.
Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't
That's
say
why
immediately. I think it'd be a great fight, man. I think it'd be very.
That's why I asked the question: which Floyd we talking about?
So if it was the Manny May one, you would have said Crawford.
No, Money May. I think it would have been Crawford, just because at that point, like his output, like. Damn, let me think about that for a second. I'll have to give it to Crawford. Like, if we're talking like last 10 fights of Floyd's career, like I have to go with that.
I think Crawford beats 140 Manny though, for sure.
Yeah. Manny had a lot of holes in the. Actually, no, that's when he kind of started fixing up the.
Oh no, man! Look what Manny didn't Manny knock out Ricky Hatton? Was that at 135 or 140?
That was 140.
That was 40. That was 40.
He obliterated Ricky Hatton, man. I mean, that
Hatton's
was
not that good though. I don't know why we're using that as a barometer for anything.
Yeah, and Crawford has at 140. Crawford has had the best footwork in the world. Like all the angles that Manny takes, I don't think it'd work against him. And then he'll fight out of both stances.
I don't know against Manny. And one thing I have noticed about Terence Crawford is, especially at the beginning of the fight, is really susceptible to lead hands, like the backhand going for it. It gets touched a lot and the beginning of the fight with that kind of shots.
Who, Manny?
No,
Crawford.
After the 3-4 rounds, he fixes that shit. He gets the timing, but especially in the first and the second round, he gets touched for those kind of hands. If you go with an overhand right, just go for it. There's a high chance that you're gonna find Terence Crawford at the end of the punch.
Yeah, he doesn't think of his head off the center line all that well.
Well, time is the cousin of the distance, and that's basically what he's doing. Like he's finding his distance so he can time.
Did y'all see this shit?
What?
Look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Man, fuck that. Fucking Bob.
Fuck Bob Arum.
I'm so
surprised. Bro, he protecting Beterbiev, bro. He protecting.
It's obvious now. It's obvious, bro. It's obvious now. You know what? I hope Calvin Smith wins in August.
Oh, yo, man, Calvin.
Sorry, I hope Calvin Smith wins. Even though I really hope he wins now.
You trying to hide behind this political shit. You know what I mean? It's two things. Really.
You know you can't pay him no peanuts for that shit. Like, you know that because he made good money with Canelo. So you can't pay him peanuts for the fight.
But look what he said. He said, dude, the B-ball's Russian. Arthur Beterbiev's Russian. So like,
exactly. Like he want us to look at Artur like Wayne Gretzky or something.
Like, yeah, he can fool us into thinking that.
I mean, to be fair, he sounds more like GSP more and more.
A little, but that they're friends. That's why them dudes is tight. But
fair,
ain't nobody gonna look at Artur and see Celine Dion, bro. All right, that dude is as much from Canada as I'm from the fucking Ukraine, bro. Let's cut the cap.
All them E's and I's and V's in his name, like, bro, you ain't Canadian. Get the fuck out of here.
Better be. What part of Quebec are you from, fam?
Hey, OJ asks the question, but how is it Aram's fault if the WBC is the one that placed the rule in?
Do you think that if Aram really wanted that fight, they wouldn't come off of that? If Aram wants that fight, they'll come off of that. They will. This is about, I know what it is, and it's a joint effort to freeze Bivol out of boxing because they don't see no money in him. That's what it is. If you're Bob, right? Put it this way. Let's just say you're Bob, and you know there's a chance that Dimitri could beat your fighter. Your fighter, in spite of not being a very big draw, he's still a knockout merchant. He's good for a knockout, you know? And you know that you can sell that. But do you want to trade that to potentially sell points decisions?
But he can't. But Arthur doesn't sell even with the knockouts. He doesn't sell.
I know, but you could set. No, don't get it twisted. This fight in Quebec is selling. It is selling. I thought it was gonna be Jim that was helming promotion. It's not Jim. It's not Yvonne Michelle. It's Eye of the Tiger Management. That's the other Canadian outfit that Top Rank works with. And a week ago, they were saying, "Yo, the tickets is flying." That's what they were saying a week ago. Not Canelo flying, but they was like, "Yo, these tickets is moving." I seen that a week ago, a little over a week ago.
If I was Bivol, I would lean in, just say, because again, Bivol's Romanian, right? It's like that's the last name is Romanian, so I would be like, I'm Romanian, not Russian, okay?
Bro, why don't he just say he's from? Why don't he just say he's from curdled milk? Like, why don't?
But jokes aside, like it's Romanian, right? It just means buffalo. That's his last name, right? It means buffalo, and so it's like, bro, just say you're Romanian, right? And just go off that angle.
I don't know why he hasn't yet. What is he waiting for?
I have no clue.
The WBC wants to freeze him out because they don't see money in him. They don't see money in him holding their title. That's why they want to freeze him out.
Plus, the argument's a little weird because, again, like Beterbiev is a Dagestan. That's a Dagestani last name. So he was clearly born in the Dagestan. And by that same logic, Bivol's a Romanian name. So he was probably born in some part of Eastern, like Romania or Czechoslovakia, one of those two areas. So
they know those.
I heard Beterbiev was Chechen. From Chechnya.
Isn't he called the Chechen Wolf?
Bro, that's a Dagestani last name if I've ever heard it. That's a
But
Dagestani
but
last
don't
name.
correct me if I'm wrong. Don't they call him the Chechen Wolf? Isn't that one of the nicknames that they got for him? The Chechen Wolf. That's a dope name, by the way. I wish I was from Chechnya. People call me the Chechen. I'm just playing. I don't want to be from Chechnya. It's probably cold as shit over there.
He was born in Dagestan, but he's of Chechen descent. So you're both.
There's a supermarket in New York called D'Agostino's. Any relation?
Out of your jaws.
D'Agostino's, Dagestan. You telling me there's no connection?
No.
Oh Lord, Mirage is asking for the link.
Nah. No, just don't. You'll piss off all the Dagestanis out there, man.
I think something's going on here. That's what I think. I think they're hiding.
And if it was really about the
Callum
money,
better
why
bring
not
on
just
Liverpool
go
into that fight with
to the
him.
Middle East and fight Bivol there?
I'm gonna level with you. What's happening in the Middle East is probably making the established outfits nervous because they can't compete. I don't want to make this a Fury show, but if you've been paying attention to the narrative that's being propagated, did you hear what Mauricio said? Greed is the reason that Fury is the victim. Victim of what, bro? There's money there's money for him. It's not like it's just money for Usyk. There's money for him too.
You know, Jules,
I ever heard in
when
my
he
life,
said that,
man.
when he said that, I'm like, okay, Mauricio, you're a fucking idiot.
You know,
Like-
I'm gonna be honest.
That doesn't make sense on so many levels because greed. What greed, bro? There's a fuck ton of money over there for him too. What greed? Who's greed?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I never want to hear a millionaire say he's a victim of something. That shit always gets me. Yeah, this millionaire is so sad. You know, he's such a victim of not wanting a rematch clause that'll go in the favor of the guy who whooped your ass.
He's a victim of not wanting a Saudi deal.
Well,
He's a victim
well,
of
let me elaborate upon what I meant though. That sounded rehearsed. That sounded like you sat down and had a confab with Frank, and this is the angle that you're gonna go with. Oh, that Usyk is so greedy. He's so greedy. He's not the only one that's gonna get a fuck ton of money over there. Fury will too.
Asking for 70-30 in the UK, all right?
Okay, Julius, remind me something. Remind me something. That Saudi Arabia deal for the Fury versus Usyk fight. How was it? How much money?
Close to 100 million for each fighter.
Okay, look, the moment that Fury rejected that offer to fight in the UK, that shouldn't be over. Okay, what happened? Fury rejected 100 million. Okay, if Fury's talking, that should have been the end of the discussion.
Because
Automatically.
IFL, I'm going to tell you why, Leo. Because people are being disingenuous. Drew, what's the guy's name? Amir something, right? He came to the UK. He said it on Talk Sport. He said it in plain English. He's the boxing guy over there. You know, he's the
Amir
liaison to
Imam.
boxing. Amir, right? And he used to be a boxer himself. For those that don't know, and he said it in plain English. The money on the table for one of the fighters, just one, not even counting both, was in excess of what the whole fight is worth. Now, I know that fight is a $40 to $50 million fight. $40 to $50 million fight. At best, 50. And that's being generous because this is Fury. This is not AJ. This is Fury. 40 to 50 million, maybe, right? They were talking about giving these guys close to 100 mil a piece for that fight. So one of you, let alone both of you, was going to way get overpaid. So you can't use the greed angle. It's only greed if they're trying to do to you what you did to them. They're not. Yeah, they're going to get a bunch of money, but so are you. So what's the problem? And when I heard Mauricio yesterday, he's like, Tyson Fury is the victim of greed. I'm like, how? How? Like, how?
Well,
how is he the victim of greed?
I can explain it, greed poisoned his soul, and as an extension, we got what we got with Fluke Fury.
I don't know how he's going to get out of this because if he doesn't fight this guy.
If he gets that big purse, he can't donate it to charity. So it's like in the contract.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he's going to do, man, because there's not a lot of ways. People are hip, man. The best money in boxing right now is in Saudi Arabia. It is. There's no reason for you to say no. Who the fuck is loading a magazine? I can literally hear you racking and tapping it.
No idea.
That was just my local transformer. I'm sorry.
The Transformers, robots in disguise. There's no reason to not go to Saudi Arabia. Hey, Amir, Prince, I'll go, bro. Send me the money. Usyk could beat the fuck out. Nah, I'm just playing. I will take the onlyest dive as soon as he throws a jab. I'm on the canvas.
Julius, let's say you have a problem, any problem, with $100 million. Can you fix that problem? Whatever it is, with $100 million.
Of course.
The fuck?
Of course.
What are we talking about?
Well, I'm afraid I have to disagree. Fury's original desire for $500 million, I think that was very genuine, very honest.
He asked for $500 million, right? He asked for $500 million.
It's very genuine, very honest. That's just chump change for the great Gypsy Queen.
The Gypsy, the flimsy king. Like, there's so many frauds in boxing, like David Benavidez.
What is
God, I hate David Benavidez.
Jules,
such a coward. Don't acknowledge him. See, I don't know how to do this. Don't acknowledge him. Just talk about David. Why is David such a coward, Leo?
I don't know. What did he do?
He's just such a pussy. Ivo, why is David such a piece of shit?
Well, I'm telling you, it has something to do with the water down there in whatever fucking Ecuadorian county he grew up in.
Julio, why is David so scared of Canelo, bro? Like, I don't understand. Oh, shit, they got Julio. Al Heyman got Julio.
In all seriousness, what happened with that offer that supposedly PBC sent to Eddie Hearn and Canelo?
That depends on whether or not you believe Samson Lukowicz. I told you. This is a he said, she said. That's the only way to look at it because Eddie said he didn't get anything, right? That's what he said. Samson's retort was, "No, you did get something," and he showed a screenshot of a draft. But it's like, well, what could be a draft? Because that could have been from your drafts folder, bro.
I can open up an email right now, make the exact same post and never send
Open a
it.
tab and Google image search Samson Lukowicz. Does that look like a person that you would trust or believe?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would, like, there's so many mental gymnastics and so many people being willfully obtuse. Yeah, I trust Samson Lukowicz. Really?
You know what will be funny? That Samsung sent that offer via email to Canelo, the real Canelo 69 @gmail.com.
If some motherfucker open that shit up, like, they offered me what? To fight who? Ah, take it.
Samson looks like a French bulldog. Like, go look
Bro,
at his face.
Samson looks like one of those fucking mall cops you don't trust your kids with, man. I'm not even joking.
He looks like Master Shifu from Kung Fu Panda.
He looks like a bizarre. No, but seriously, and you know, there are people. I won't name any names because I'm a good guy. Bullshit. But there are people that they want to have whole discussions about. Yeah, we should believe Sam's. No, you can believe him, bro. Right? You can believe him. And if the fight doesn't happen, now the silver lining for me is I heard something about Eddie trying to make a play. I did hear something about him, so that they might, and we'll see what's what. You know, we'll see what's what. But you know, I'm not optimistic. I'm not. Unfortunately, that's the fight that I want in September. But I can't take Samson at his word, bro. Come on now.
To me, this is the press run for Charlo, for the Charlo fight or the fucking Android fight.
The Morel fight. This is the press run for the Morel fight because he spoke to Fight Hype yesterday, and he said it in plain English. If the Canelo fight doesn't happen, then it'll be Morel. And I think that's a great fight, by the way, but nobody's gonna buy that shit. I'll tell you that right now. If they didn't buy. Nobody's gonna buy that shit. Nobody is gonna buy that shit. I'm telling you right now. Nothing you did, delaying the plant fight, for example, that didn't make it bigger because you didn't sell shit. The only thing that you made happen is instead of it for being for 2 belts, well, then it wasn't. That's it. That's the biggest change. No, it wasn't a big pay-per-view before, but when you finally did it 3 years later, it still wasn't a big pay-per-view. You didn't sell nothing with that shit. And what you think you're gonna get? You think you're gonna sell a bunch of pay-per-views with unknown Cuban guy that has 9 fights? Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead, do it.
Because Cubans have man. Cubans are known historically to do really well on pay-per-view in America.
Biggest draws in boxing in America. You ain't know Ivo?
Hey, just ask Frankie Sanchez.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
Hey,
man.
Country, can you find me a heavyweight more exciting than Frankie Sanchez? I don't think that's possible.
O'Coley, but he's a cruiserweight. But O'Coley is pretty entertaining. You know?
So go ahead, Samson. He look. My next video, well, no, the one after that, because my next one is about 2 subjects, 2 specifically, but it's from the same interview. And he said, "Oh, we're gonna make him a take it or leave it." Really? Okay. Let him not take it. Let you go fight Morel, and let's see who gives a fuck. Besides,
again, the B side is in position to say take it or leave it. Remember that.
It's fucking insane the way these guys operate. You want us to, and you do this to cultivate support. That's why you do this openly. We met him in affair in the, like, bro. First off, you're not in no position to tell Canelo take it or leave it. Like, you're not. You know what I mean? So be real. 2, I've been telling y'all that maybe David wants to fight. I don't know. But I kind of get the sense that Samson and his dad or whatever, that shit is fake. Like, y'all don't want that fight.
Actually, I have an honest question. Has David yet imposed his mandatory status through the WBC?
Not because they haven't ordered it.
So then
they haven't.
So then, theoretically speaking, it really is. If it's going to be a voluntary defense, then.
Kind of. I mean, like, you know what they would do? if they were in the process of making the fight, they would then petition the WBC to qualify it as satisfying the mandatory. But at this time, has the WBC ordered it? No. Is there a deadline? No. At all. There's nothing.
You know what's
You know?
kind of weird too? You know who we saw at where was the WC convention at? Was it Cancun or something?
Yeah, it was in Cancun.
Yeah, you know who you saw there? Saw
Who?
Carlos Adames. He went
He
there
was
for
there.
his mandatory. He really wanted it.
And they told
I didn't hear
him
about
no.
David showing up for that.
That's the wild shit, ain't it? That's the wild
He
shit.
wants to fight so bad, but
Bro, I'm trying
didn't
to tell
show
you
up.
that I know it sounds crazy to some people out there. I really do. I understand how it sounds, but it's like I don't see that y'all want to make it because y'all acting dumb. You saying you won't send him to the zone if they wanted him to go there. You're saying you wouldn't send him. Now you're saying, oh, take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. What? So you could fight Morel. That's your alternative, Morel. I don't know, bro. I feel like he'd prefer that it happen later. Samson, at least. Maybe David, the fighter. Maybe he would like for it to happen sooner than later. But he don't make no decisions. That's obvious. Like, you're not in charge, bro. You get your marching orders from your father, Samson Lukowicz, and Al Heyman. You don't control nothing. Take it or leave it. The fucking nerve. I got to do a video about that. Take it or leave it. You crazy? Are you fucking crazy, bro? You gotta be.
It's got the same energy as Fury saying sign it by tomorrow.
Does it? Thank you, Ive, because that's what who do you expect to believe this? This is not how you make a fight. It's not like now the dummies will go with whatever they can latch on to. The dummies will do that. But being real, you don't make a fight taking a hardline stance like that.
You and what army?
Yeah, take it or leave it. Leave this dick in your mouth. If you gonna go fight David Morel, don't be fucking talking about me after your fight then, cocksucker, because you telling me take it or leave it. I ought to pee on your email and send it back to you. I'm gonna print out your email, pee on it, and then send it back to you. You fucking asswipe. Fucking take it or leave it. You hear that, Eddie? Print out that email, right? Print it, shit on it, wipe your ass with it, and then send it back to Samson. Fucking take it.
Also, what's it called? Does he think that's the best stance to take when Badu Jack, who is probably the easiest cruiserweight to take out right now, just said
he has
hey, yo,
Saudi
Canelo,
money behind him.
Yeah.
Hey, Pablo Picasso says David was in Ecuador eating hamsters with Southpaw. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh shit, they eat hamsters down there, bro? Oh, that's horrible, bro.
Who knows?
That's horrible. Luis Puente says random question. Who wins? Floyd versus Crawford. Damn, I wish Michael was here. I wish Michael was here, man. Where's Michael? You know who wins? Who wins, guys?
Out somewhere, man.
Who wins?
The fans.
The fans win.
The fans win. The fans win. George says, why do I feel like Prime and Wolf could beat most of today's male middleweights? She could probably beat Jamal. I'd pick her to beat
She could
Jamal.
probably beat me, man. That was a terrifying woman.
Probably beat Jamal, I think. I'd pick her to beat Jamal. Let's say, yo, Bob don't want to do Undisputed. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you know what the thing is? Eddie Hearn could never say something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he could never say, yeah, we're not going to pursue Undisputed. We're not, because of the WBC. If he said that, they would crucify him. What do you mean you're not going to pursue? You Eddie Hearn, you be fiction. Bob says it. Oh, fuck it, then. Fuck it. That's crazy, yo. They really don't want to make that fight. They don't. They don't want to make that fight. But at the same time, okay, B-Vol, the WBC said you have to petition for like a special license or something like that to compete as a non-Russian fighter. You're not really from Russia. You're not from the fucking heart of the Kremlin or nothing like that. You're from curdled milk, Kyrgyzstan. All right, so just
Kyrgyzstan. That's a new one. I haven't heard that place.
Isn't it called Kyrgyzstan?
Kyrgyzstan,
yeah,
huh?
it's Kyrgyzstan.
It's Kyrgyz.
Oh, am I saying it wrong?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How wrong am I
Cryogenics.
saying it?
Cryogenics. Let's go with that one. That's a good one.
It's a great one. He's from Cryogenics. The fuck?
I have a question about that. There is any precedent recently of an athlete doing the same shit, like saying publicly that he don't support the Russian endeavor and so?
There's no athlete that I know of that has taken a public stance when it comes to. I mean, aside from the Ukrainian athletes, yes, they've made their feelings very clear. They have, but I mean, like a Russian athlete? No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, because what I don't think that the people realize, and this is not America. This is not a
Oh
free
no,
country.
this is very un-American. This
No,
is
no.
very un-American.
I'm talking about what happened in Russia. Is if you renegade from your country, it's not that, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And Russia doesn't take very well that kind of statement.
No, they don't. You could be sentencing him to some kind of death or. But look, moreover, it is ideologically and fundamentally stupid that a boxing organization is expecting fighters to take a hardline stance on this because America has been invading countries forever. Do you have sanctions like these for them? No. So what is this really? You don't like these people's politics, but you like theirs? You know, like that's all I see. Like this is so hypocritical. Like, dude, mind your business.
But isn't this so on brand for the WBC?
Of course it is. Those virtue signaling cucks.
I'm telling
Look,
you,
and
man.
the other
the most-
thing is the WBC doesn't realize, dude, don't you realize that you are compromising the guys from Russia?
Fucking
Can I say something real quick? We won't stay long on the topic. I'm just tired of fighters using mental health as an excuse. Now Josue's using mental health as the reason that he did that.
Oh, come on, bro. I don't want to talk about this guy,
I'm just
bro.
saying, I'm just not about that. I'm talking specifically about the mental health excuse.
Bro, I don't want to talk about this dude, bro.
But he did what?
We don't need to listen. You don't want to know what he did.
You don't want to know. All I'm saying is he put out a statement right now saying
Enough
it was
of that
mental
shit,
health.
Drew. Enough
Are
of
you
that
talking-
shit.
I'm talking about Josue Vargas sucking dick. What about it?
Oh, God. What the fuck, bro?
The guy is gay. What you gonna do about that?
I don't want to do anything about that, bro. I don't want to talk about it or nothing.
Is this a fact? Is this for real?
He just put
Oh
that
my
statement out. Yes. Mental health.
Who said mental health? Who?
Josue said he's been dealing with mental health and it's caused him to make irrational
No.
decisions.
Look, he's been dealing with mental, but take out the toll. He's been dealing with men. That's what he's been doing, and that's fine. No, look, if that's what floats his boat, whatever, right? I don't want to know about that
He
shit.
must have picked up the DSMS from like 1976, which had like being gay as a mental disease, and he must have been basing everything off of that.
Bro, I don't care why you're doing that shit. That is between you and I don't know.
But like you said, it goes back to the fighters using that as an excuse for all their little chicanery.
So what? He gonna hit the block now? Like, yo, chill, y'all.
He hitting Puerto Rico Day Parade.
Day Parade. Like, nah, B. I was just mental health.
I'm not gonna lie, fellas. I just searched his name on Twitter, and the first thing I saw was him getting blown by another man.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. What the fuck, bro?
That's the picture they put on Twitter, man.
Oh,
Why did I need
I
to
got
see
a
that in any
real funny question of what do you do if that's your pops? Like, damn, pops, like you find out your pops is famous.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing, Drew? What the fuck are you doing, bro? It's not my pops. I don't need to know. I am not in that scenario. I don't want to know that shit, bro. All right. Josue is doing what he doing, and he doing it. All right.
The last thing on this topic, I'm just glad he wasn't a Dominican fighter or a Mexican. There, I said it.
All right. Look, man. That was probably Mirage. You know that, right?
Yeah, but only if it was David, man. I told you, man, he be taking David's man cheese to another level, bro. I keep telling you that.
Oh shit, bro. That's fuck around. That ain't even Josue. He telling the truth. Like, what me, bro? Mental health. He's like, that's look closer. It's Mirage.
It's Zerto.
You know what, bro? The depression's killing me, bro. Just eat my ass real quick.
Oh.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's basically what he said, yo.
No, literally. My severe anxiety is making me want to blow another man in a hotel room.
Hey, I just saw Death. Remember Death Warrant, Jules? Remember Death Warrant with Van Damme?
Oh shit!
And the gay dude comes to Van Damme in the middle of the night, like they're gonna come get you. I just hate to see a good man go to waste.
And it's Zerto.
Yo, that's probably what happened the night before the Zapata fight, bro. They tried to warn Josue, like, yo, don't fight him. And the rest is history, yo. Oh shit, bro.
Hey, and now it all makes sense where that dude was crying in the fucking stands, yo.
Oh my
yo.
I'm like, okay, I'm blown by it. It's like, so is he gay or not? Like, I don't even know what to think anymore.
I mean, if he's on camera,
bro, no. We all adults over here. We not these Gen Z weirdos. Yeah. If you letting the dude
like.
Yeah. Yes, you is, motherfucker. It ain't no other explanation, bro.
But what is he gonna say? Oh, my bad, that was an accident. Like, the fuck out of here.
No, you know what he gonna say? Mental health. Mental health. Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't know it was a guy. The beard
you already
didn't
answered your question, Ivo. Read his statement. He's saying that mental health, and he had a lapse in judgment.
Well, you got to understand, man, right? He was sparring and it just slipped in. You know, shit happened.
Sparring with his
let's keep it above.
Yeah, he was sparring, all right.
He's using his balls like a speed bag.
That's what Dave Allen said about Tyson Fury. He said he's sparring with his dick.
The signs were there. Have you ever seen a grown man react to a fighter losing like that? Have you ever seen a grown man?
At AJ's junk, man. He wanted to spar.
Nah, but like,
man, look, all I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if Tyson Fury came out tomorrow because he had a lapse in judgment too, man.
Oh shit, man!
What the fuck do you think him and what do you think him and Joseph Parker be doing?
Oh god!
Why you? Hey, no, keep it a buck. Why you think Joseph Parker hanging around with Fury more than his fucking life?
Oh shit! See, you know what's gonna happen? Motherfuckers gonna stop saying that mental health shit now, bro. If that shit, gonna stop saying that shit.
Wait, Jules, can you rename this to "Come Out Talks"?
Nah, we ain't doing that.
True,
we ain't doing that. But look, man,
now it's taking Joseph Parker as the
What the shit is, he realized summer just started, and he not gonna get invited to no cookouts now because of that shit. So he tried to take it back. No, it was mental health, bro. It was mental health, bro.
Well,
motherfuckers were gonna invite him to no cookouts.
He's going to the Fury is in Thailand right now, so you never know, man.
Hey, man, he in Thailand? Fuck, he doing out there?
What do you think, man? He's in Thailand.
Oh, that's where they got them lady boys, right?
Lady boys, yo.
Look, man, it all makes sense. Boys. Joseph Parker is. It all makes sense now. We said he was the softest.
No, don't use that shit on the fucking live. You gonna get it flagged.
Come on, y'all. You know better.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, but listen, man. It ain't no other explanation. Ain't no mental health nothing, B. You just that's
hey, no, you know, it started.
Hey, Jules.
Listen. Fury says he's like a Greek. No, Fury says he's like a Greek Spartan, and you know what the Greeks used to do with little boys?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
He's always talking about other men's
He's
dick,
talking that
bro. Come
Sparta
on.
shit. Nah, but being real, look, like motherfuckers is trying to blur the lines. Like if we gonna address this shit for real, motherfuckers is trying to blur the line to make certain shit normal and shit, and that's not gonna work. You know why? Because regular motherfuckers gonna be like, bro, I don't care what I was going. I could have had a migraine the size of Texas, bro. How the fuck my dick gonna end up over there? What the fuck do them two things have to do with each other, bro?
Well, you see, based on the trajectory of the sun, the moon, and Earth's magnetic poles.
Oh.
No, because they try,
Oh,
like
boy,
I
here we
see
go.
all this shit in the media, and it's almost like you trying to trick the general population into thinking that the line is blurry when nah, it's not. You wanna know why? Because we the motherfuckers that hold the line. That shit don't go down, bro. Now, if that's how you swing, let that be your thing.
Exactly,
But that's not my thing, bro. Mental health.
Just
So
be
what
gay,
you felt
bro.
down in the dumps and you decided you gonna let your mans in them suck your dick, really? I'm sad.
Yeah, no, and real men are pushing back against that bullshit.
Yeah, because they trying to impose it on and I don't care what the fuck these folk doing. Like I don't care. That's y'all life. That don't got nothing to do with me. You trying to make it like push that shit on us? Like nah, fam. Keep that shit over there,
Yeah,
man.
I'm not. That's what I'm not for. You know what I mean? It's like
That shit over there, like motherfuckers ain't trying to do nothing to you, but keep that shit over
To
there.
me, it's like stop hiding behind mental health, bro. Like just be gay. Like if you're gay, you're
Bro,
gay.
I told you if he tell him that he ain't going to get invited to no cookouts, and
Oh,
summer
no,
just
it's
started.
Bro,
you
it's
said,
Pride
it's
Month.
like
You
you
just go to
said,
the Pride
Jules.
Parade. Like
It's
fuck that, like,
2023. Like it's okay to be that now. No one's gonna bite your head off.
Ain't nobody gonna put a burning cross and no shit. Like ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. You protected. But what I see, this is what I believe. If you gotta ask me what I believe, what is at the heart of this? A part of it is they still only represent a small section of the populace. Their dating pool, they don't want each other. They want the traditional masculine guy. What's the problem? That guy is not into that shit. That's the problem. You trying to expand the dating pool. I've always looked at that shit as like, yo, why y'all trying to trick people with a lot of this shit? And I'm thinking, yo, is y'all trying to like expand y'all dating pool because y'all not really into each other the way you perhaps is into like regular Joes they're the prototype, or I mean the poster child for a masculine guy. Because it's like it's weird that ain't nobody bothering y'all. Nobody's taking nothing away from y'all. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing to y'all neither. And nobody bought like you free to do whatever you want. You know, mostly, you know.
well, now that you put it that way, like Jose should be a catch because he's a boxer. Like he's a manly man. So he's
manly, bro.
Plenty of that shit, man. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. Just
And
don't
here's
put it
the
on
thing,
Twitter.
fellas. Here's how my mind works. If he was smart during Pride Month, he would have did a whole PR campaign, came out, and that would have gave him some fucking buzz, and he would have sold out his next fight. I'm telling you.
I mean, like being real, I don't see how you could correlate one to having anything to do with the other. Like,
Go gadget. Let's change the subject.
yeah, like I just don't fucking understand.
let's
like
change this. Did you find that
that's
7-foot Ukrainian I told you about?
That's fucking Drew's fault,
Yeah,
bro.
I did. Yeah, fucking Drew.
Man.
Nah, I did, Drew.
She's fine as fuck, isn't she?
Bro, she's like a 7 in Ukraine, bro.
We gonna talk about.
You
You'll talk about.
know what I'm talking about? It's the height that makes her fine, bro.
That's true.
Who I have to know?
Jules, Ivo over here bullshit when there's a 7-foot tall Ukrainian that's single.
What's this fucking broad's name? 7-foot
Oh, 7
Ukrainian
foot. Oh, fuck
broad.
that. That's too tall.
7
Yeah,
foot.
for you, that's because you're a fucking midget.
Hey, bro,
broad.
watch your mouth now. Watch your mouth now.
Ukrainian model,
I'm a tall
right? She's a
motherfucker
model.
that's too tall, man.
She's
Her
a
mom
model.
is 7'5", Jules.
Let me see.
She ain't 7
What's her
foot
name?
5. Fuck off.
What's her name?
Put the link in the
Meet
chat.
the leggy model who is the tallest in the world.
Michaela Mayer.
It can't be this bitch because her legs, that shit is a turn off, bro. Like, it can't be this bitch.
Michaela Mayer, she looks tall, but she's that tall.
She's not tall, bro. She's only 5'9". She's tall for her division.
Who is it on your? Is it on your?
Like she looked tall on TV, and because of her division, most of the girls in the division is not 5'9". Like Alicia Baumgartner ain't but like what 5'4".
The crazy
Like
thing
around
is,
there, like she's not tall though. Like she not tall, and Michaela's. It's like 5'9" on a girl. Yeah, that's tall for a girl because
Yeah,
the
no, that
median height for a girl is 5'5". In America, I believe it is. The median height for a woman in America is between 5'5", 5'6". Michaela is above average height for a woman, but she ain't 6 feet tall, right? Like she ain't the same like height as Zerto with some shit like that, right? Like she ain't 6'2". No, she's 5'9",
Yo,
which
Joe,
is tall for a
what's
woman.
crazy
Hey,
is
Jose,
What's up
are you
with
Michaela.
this
a tall
chick?
guy?
What's up with this chick
Michaela's
shaking
taller
her
than all the
booty in your
guys at
post?
35 to 47.
Hey, what's up with this chick shaking her booty on one of your posts and she's punching herself in the ribs?
Oh yeah,
man?
God,
I
bro.
don't know. That
What
bro
the
lost
hell?
her mind, bro.
She
That's,
cute.
I mean,
What's
she got
that?
a
She's
nice
cute.
ass,
She's
but
pretty.
damn,
She's
dude,
pretty too.
she's
She's pretty
punching
too.
herself in the ribs.
She's having
bro.
mental health
Look,
issues.
nah, but like look, this the shit. I don't know if they putting something in the drugs or what. I do think that there's an epidemic of a mental health crisis. That is not the excuse for whatever. But if you look around, oh yeah, people losing their minds, bro. They
You know what?
are losing their minds.
They've been saying like a lot of the suicides and the shootings that have been happening have because are side effects from all the drugs that people are taking.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Haven't
I
y'all
legit.
seen-
I love
y'all seen
fentanyl.
Y'all seen that Jason
Hey,
Bourne, the
yo.
one with Jeremy Renner, how they could just trigger folks with the drugs and all that
Yep,
shit.
yep. Saw that. Yep. The dude
That's
lost.
Yo,
But
when I
also,
mental,
no,
yo.
but also,
Killed him.
you gotta remember something too. And I don't think I've always liked this per se, but I think that the younger generation that grew up in a world where there was already an internet established. Remember, a lot of us we didn't grow up with that, so our minds don't
certainly
work that
didn't.
way.
Yeah.
Our minds don't work that way. The same way their minds work. The cartoons that they watch, for example, like SpongeBob, to this day, I don't at all. Like, I don't even understand that shit. Like, what is this random? What is this? The humor, what their sense of humor of the youth is random and arbitrary. And what else is random and arbitrary? The internet. It's not a coincidence. Everything is now. Impulse. I think that's a part of what's leading this mental health crisis, that in a sense, a lot of these people are detached from reality and almost desensitized to it by the internet. On the internet, if you want to watch a guy get decapitated, you can.
No,
And what did we have? We had Ren and Stimpy, right?
We had like fucking. Well, I had Bugs Bunny, bro. I had Looney
Ren and
Tunes.
Yo,
Stimpy.
Michael,
I had-
Twitter search Josue Vargas and keep scrolling. Just let me know.
We
what
had
you do.
stop.
Bro, why we Josue Vargas, bro?
I'll tell you what, though. I somewhat disagree. I think it's because people got too much free times on their hand, man. All I know is when I was in Ukraine, when we were farming, when you spend 90% of your day in the backyard and you got 2 acres of land to farm, you don't got time to think about your life and suicide. You got time to work.
Bro,
I'm
a
not
lot of
fucking-
these
I'm
kids,
not
Hold
talking-
on, but what is that though? That's connection to nature. Nobody has that anymore.
You're kind of making my point for me. If you grew up in the Ukraine, not just the Ukraine, if you grew up farming and didn't grow up like this, it's not going to affect you. But I noticed that this youth and a lot of the horrible shit that they do, they have the stomach for this horrible shit because of the internet.
It's not just that though, but it's extreme atomization. Like everyone is a complete individual. There's no community. There's no frame of
Oh,
reference
yeah,
for anything
definitely.
else. Like when you work on a farm, at least you have that connection to land because it literally feeds you and puts money in your pocket. Whereas
Yeah,
now,
like I've always like the Ukrainian Pocahontas.
yeah, like kids now, like they're just on the internet all day. Like everything is just alienated forms of communication. They don't
Honestly,
play outside.
yeah.
They don't read books. They're just on fucking PlayStation.
They're little zombies.
Killing
Like,
each
I
other
remember
virtually, essentially, and not
when I
communicating
was
with
these
anybody.
kids'
Not
age,
doing
like
anything
14,
productive.
15, I'm trying to take a joint to the fucking movies. Go fuck around in the theater with a little joint.
Man, we was outside doing shit, riding our bikes, running around, going
I
somewhere.
remember the good old days, sneaking into two movies and not paying for one.
Jules was out there on
like-
the block eating chicken wings, watching a guy get shot in the ass.
Just saying, being honest with you, I firmly believe that the internet, the last 20 years, has affected the brains of the generation that came after mine. I firmly believe that.
Obviously.
Yeah, like it's like the way that they think about things is not the same as the way we think about things. Like, it's completely different. Their sense of humor is completely different.
I'll tell you what, though, I was a demented child, man. I threw pipe bombs at fucking chicken coops when I was a kid, man, for entertainment, bro.
Yeah, I don't think you're as demented or we're as
No,
demented.
we used to fucking
right.
we used to
The
feed
internet
seagulls
caused-
Alka-Seltzer in my day, bro, to see them fucking.
Oh yeah, the
blow up.
pigeons to watch them explode. I didn't do that shit. That's mean, but
bro,
I know
I'm
some.
telling
people
I
do.
didn't. I would blow shit up, but I never blew up live shit, man. I was a little nicer.
Nah,
Just telling you, bro.
I had an asshole neighbor who had a big ass chicken coop, and one time he just pissed me off real bad, so I threw a pipe bomb at his chicken coop.
Yeah, that's the other thing. This
Did you have it
generation,
afterwards? Did
this
you have it
generation,
y'all didn't have
this
BB guns trying to
generation is
shoot
more
birds?
docile than my powerful generation.
Yo, if there was no internet, there'd be no LGBTQ community, bro. That's a fact.
Exactly.
Hey, Mike.
I'm
They
gonna
would
tell
get
you
away with
what.
that bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you why he's right. When they talk about canceling somebody, they really just talking digital internet shit. They just talking about podcasts and platforms, because in real life, nothing is going on. Oh, motherfuckers don't want to talk to you. They don't want to let you upload videos to you. Yeah, that's what they talking about. In real life, they can't like, unless you told me killing the motherfucker. Like, nah, you really ain't doing nothing.
That's the thing, Julius. Look, I see those mob culture internet people. Like, in the real world, if you want to be part of a mob, of a gang, you have to do real shit. You have to shoot someone. You have to kill. You have to steal. Now, this guy, they only have the thing they have to do is tweet something or harass something on social media. It's some sucker ass shit. I don't get it.
That's not. It's not wrong, but it's still the same thing, though. People join. They join the mafia and they join gangs and shit because of alienation. Either they're alienated from an economic standpoint, they have no money when they do it, or they're just aimless young men who want to commit violence. Like, that's that shit that we see in inner cities today. It's literally just kids running around because they have nothing better to do, beefing for no fucking reason, and pulling.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they don't have a practical use for the Well, on my planet, there's an old saying, but it's also said on your planet: idle hands do the devil's work. The idle hands of children, of which there are many. It's just like he says. These kids is getting into shit because they got ain't shit. They got no, it's not that. They got ain't shit parents that are not fit to be parents to begin with. That should never have been. That should never have been allowed to breed. Because that's what's going on.
They don't have families. They don't have communities.
Because, like,
they
at
don't
my
have
job,
schools. They don't have education. They don't have any of that. They're literally just pure individuals, and they're just running around trying to figure shit out. And with that comes conflict.
Yep. I mean, it's just like, I remember a coworker of mine, right? She's constantly bitching and complaining about, like, how daycare is so expensive. Oh, I don't know, beat somebody, I didn't do this. Then I'm thinking, like, okay, bitch, why did you even have a kid if you're gonna complain? You know what I mean? Why did you have a child?
There's no accountability for that. Like, there's no accountability because, look, you really have to wonder. Like I'm not gonna get into the conspiracy stuff, even though there's a precedence, but I'm not gonna do that. And I'm gonna just say that it's almost like the government incentivizes you to fuck up and have a kid so you can get a bunch of free shit. So people have been doing that for generations. I know because I'm from Harlem, fam. I'm an 80s baby, all right? Food stamps, all the social help and all that shit they do, all of that. So I see that, right? And I'm like, yo, my generation was my generation, right? This generation, they are lost, fam. They lost.
They're putting condoms in our bathroom in my high school.
You're basically enabling the youth to have children ahead of time that are going to end up on some kind of government assistance. They're going to be the government's children for the better portion of their childhood, for people that have no socioeconomic status. They have no money to be raising children. They shouldn't be raising children because they're not fit to be parents. And these is the kids that's getting into all this bullshit. It is like, motherfucker don't want to say that, but no, that's the truth. You got an ain't shit mama and an ain't shit daddy having an ain't shit baby. That's what's going on.
It all starts at the parents. How do you raise your kids?
But it's not just the parents, bro. It's the school. It's the neighborhood grocery store, it's the police department, it's the fucking community
Nah.
around them. Like
Nah.
it all plays a role. If there's nothing else, you don't learn. Like you don't have a connection to anyone else. There's no frame of reference. It's just people with conflict trying to resolve those conflicts and bumping into each other. as
Poverty
individuals.
breeds conflict. So what breeds poverty? Think about it. Poverty is what crime is bred by poverty. Now, what breeds poverty? Greed. It's like the system gonna fall, bro. Like this is not sustainable. Something has to change. This is not sustainable. What's happening in the major cities right now? Nah, it's not sustainable. We can't live. We can't let this go on.
Well, look what's going on though. They're shutting things down in the major cities. I mean, everything's
Bro, I
closing.
heard a Walmart. Who's that story about the Walmart that said, you know what, we just gonna get the fuck out.
Chicago, because they went in there and thrashed the place.
Oh, but
big
even
time.
Walmart, like Walmart is one of the biggest fucking exploiters of regular people in the American South. Like they literally just hire serfs essentially. They destroy communities. They've destroyed every small business basically anytime they set up shop,
that
similar
is
to
true.
Amazon.
Guys are
Like
at
they're
200
uprooting communities in the same way that fucking the internet does. It's just from an economic standpoint.
You have fucking 200 mass shootings already, bro. The rest of the world is laughing at America, bro. You guys
No,
look
you gotta
crazy, bro.
understand this. There's just people
crazy.
don't get. There's other. It comes down to this. There's winners and losers, and there's more loser bloodlines than there are winners.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, look, I don't want to say this shit and say I'm fucked up. I'm just saying that it's not supposed to be this many people. It's not. And if that continues, well, then you just end up with a lot of ain't shit. Honestly, you have people that are not fit to be parents having children that are running around and being even bigger fuck ups than their parents were. That's what's going on. Honestly, like that's the simplest explanation for it. You are not fit to raise children. That is why your child is the way that they are.
By the way, Tank didn't have any. He didn't grow up with parents, did he? Isn't he an orphan or foster kid?
I think he's like an orphan. Like he's like the orphan Annie of Baltimore. It's hard knock life for Tank.
Yeah, but, you know, when you're an adult,
He's an orphan Annie.
Nah, but that's real shit. Like Tank grew up in those fucking communities, and look at him now.
I mean, that's the funny shit. Look at him now. You got all that money and you still fucking up.
Don't worry. But
Oh, that
Jules,
was a short period.
I got to thank you, Jules, for the entertainment last night. I caught your vids when you just said like how just that's what fuck ups do. I'm just dying for like 10 minutes.
Because it's the
I mean,
I've seen,
it's
bro.
true,
I've seen this shit on a smaller scale. I already seen this shit. Like we all have. Like, bro, you a fucking bozo. You dumb. You're just gonna do some other dumb shit, and it's gonna be worse next time. That's the only thing that's gonna happen. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't. You gonna keep fucking up. You gonna, because this is retard. Like, bro, you gotta wait.
You know what? You know what
I
else
can
is
slam into 4 people, no license, driving this SUV, slams into 4 people. Bro, all of us ain't getting off as easy as he got off.
Nope.
Who got off easy?
Oh, and then like
And
the
you know
judge
what's funny
basically
right
let him
now,
off,
as
and then
you
he's like,
say
"Oh,
that-
this judge is acting crazy." Like,
As you
come
say
on,
that,
dog.
Espinosa is quiet about all that shit, but he's upset that the PGA Tour is now with the Live Tour and they're getting Saudi money. All of a sudden, he's upset that is not good money.
Tweet him. What do you think about your star fighter slamming into people and almost killing a pregnant woman?
Oh, he never responded to that.
I know he doesn't,
before.
but just put it out
right.
there. Just put it out there. You so
uh-huh.
fucking worried about, yo, bro, don't worry about the Saudi money, bro. Worry about your fighter smacking up girls and crashing into cars. Worry about that, you fucking cornball.
I mean, seriously, because I'm hearing like, you know, every like Michael Bench, like everybody, oh, free Tank, let him out, this and that. Oh my God, Tank
free him for what? So he can slam into more cars?
That's what I'm saying. You want people like that out on the you want people like that out on the streets? Like, I mean,
free him for what? Like, do you understand? This man didn't even have a license to drive. He is slamming into people. Free him? Lock his ass up and throw away the key.
What if that was your mom? That was your sister? Like,
They don't
you
think
about
that way. They don't think, and I'm trying to tell you that anybody I see that got a free Tank, or you just really, so you don't care about nothing, then basically because that would be the only way that works out. They're like, that's irreprehensible, bro. It's 4 people in that car.
Well, you know the worst part.
Bro,
you know
he
what the worst
permanently
part
injured a
was?
pregnant woman.
He
Like she's
thought
never
the
going to be the same
judge.
again.
He didn't want to have no accountability and was blaming the judge for giving him like a worse sentence. It's like,
He
man,
said this
That's
judge
the
is
judge's fault.
crazy.
It's the judge's fault now.
Do you know how crazy? No, do you understand how crazy it has to be for you to do that and then turn around and say this judge is crazy?
Yo, how do you
He's
fuck up house
crazy.
arrest?
No accountability
How
whatsoever.
do you fuck up house arrest? Stay in
Zero.
the fucking house.
If I may say something. You know, you brought up the fact, like, what if it was your mother who he hit? Some of these fucking fans, man, I swear to God, they'd be like, well, it's her fault for being in his way. I swear to God, bro. Some of these motherfuckers are like
let me
that,
go
man.
a step further. Some of these guys, and I'm not playing, if they was alone with Tank in a room and he said, yo, just the tip, they would do it.
Yo, they go all the way.
They turn
Those
into Jose
weirdos,
Vargas.
bro.
They would choke on that.
No,
Weirdos,
they'll give
bro.
him. No, Jules is right. They'll give him the whole sway treatment.
Oh
They
my
will.
God, bro! Why you keep bringing this dude up,
Yo,
bro?
they literally wouldn't even come up for air, bro.
No, but being real, like, cause the
Now,
way they
whose
act,
fans are worse with that?
what is it about this guy that you are so fucking enamored with? What is it? Cause he's a piece of shit. Like all I see is a piece of shit that don't get in trouble for nothing but hitting girls and hitting cars. He don't never get in trouble for no real shit.
Like
never.
Now, whose fans are worse with that shit? That shit, Jules.
I would
Errol's
say
or
Tanks is worse because I mean, like, look, Errol flipped the Ferrari, and yeah, we have fun with that shit and all of that. But I don't really view Errol as being as big a fuck up as Tank. Like Tank is the fuck up. Like yeah,
No, I'm talking about when you said just the tip. They would do that for Errol too.
Oh
I mean, yeah, but like I said, it's not the Tank fans is worse because it's like, what are you so high on? Like I don't get it.
I'm telling you, man, those are just Wilder fans that migrated down south.
Nah, because Wilder's
It is, Drew. It
Some of them are. I think some of them are.
not because Tank is from the Northeast. He's from Baltimore.
Doesn't matter, bro.
I mean, all these PBC fans are the same. All of them are the same for the most part. Majority of them. I mean,
I don't know,
man. I mean, watch when Earl gets knocked out in 2 months. Watch, they're gonna be.
Oh yeah, they're gonna move
flock
on
to Wilder.
Errol.
They're gonna flock to
They're
Wilder.
they're gonna go to Boots.
No,
they're
gonna go to Tank.
No, he's right. They're gonna go to Boots. They're all avoiding. They don't want to get. Listen, they don't want to get on the Devin Haney or the Shakur side because
They don't.
It will be Jamel. Trust me, it'll be Jamel.
It's not gonna be Jamel.
Watch, fellas. Let me tell you what's gonna
shut
happen.
the fuck up! Shut the fuck
Sorry.
up! I'm telling you, it's gonna be Boots. Why? They're gonna be mad that Bud beat Errol if he knocks him out. So then they're gonna take all the energy they were pouring into that welterweight and put it in the Boots. So that when Crawford leaves 147, he ducking Boots, yo. He ducking
Jules,
Boots,
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that very thing. Yep, that's it. That's it.
After that phone call, even a lot of the PPC boys are looking at Boots.
Just wait, bro. Just wait. These dudes, you could set your watch by these stupid motherfuckers because that's how stupid they are. That Bozy could sit there. Do you understand how fucking stupid you are? That Bozy could sit there and tell you stupid motherfuckers that Black Prime called us, and in his own words, not mine, not Michael's, not Jay's, in his own, I'm loyal to Showtime. That's what you had to tell them? I'm loyal to Showtime, but I'm not under contract with Showtime. Say that again. Loyal to Showtime, but I'm not under contract with Showtime. So nothing was stopping you.
I mean,
saying.
But the whole like logic of these fans is so strange because like, all right, so because we that's because just I was literally just about to say that. I mean because like as soon as Terence vacates,
you see it coming, bro. You know they're gonna put it all in the Boots, bro. They're gonna put it all under him.
He's ducking Boots now. I mean, it's like, why would you guys ever call in for Boots to fight Errol?
And I mean, do you I don't think anybody on the panel like how fucking stupid do you have? He literally told y'all everything y'all needed to know. Loyal to Showtime. We don't even got a contract with them. So then what's stopping you from going to Black Pride?
Honestly, this kind of extends to most of the current like upcoming 147 pounders, man. Because Virgil was offered Bud too, turned it down. Boots was offered Bud, turned it
Paco
on.
Ben exposed him.
Exactly. So that's what I'm
offered
saying.
him
It's
to
like,
fight twice.
Watch, they're gonna say he ducking Virgil too as soon as he move up. Watch that too.
People are calling. No. All right, now let me read the super chat. People calling me a sellout for being a black man, agreeing that Tank should be doing even more than a punch, as 2 to 3 months behind bars. And it's a conversation here that I'm not comfortable having, but it's like, stop associating socioeconomic factors to a group of people. It's like you are associating negative things. Tank is not the poster child for all in America. Like, no, he's not. Because then you're saying that everybody in America is a fuck up. No, everybody hits women. Like, no, that's crazy.
Jules, that's what America does. Like, we don't ever talk about class.
Yeah,
we just reduce everything to identity. So that's why. So that's why people focus on the skin color.
You think I say I'm an alien, bro? Because a lot of the shit that happens in this country is dumb as a motherfucker.
Tank should be working on a labor
man.
camp. He should be working on a rice field in like a communist country.
That motherfucker should be somewhere breaking a rock or something.
No, where the Spartans had it right, he was too short and puny. He would have been discarded.
Yeah, he would have got discarded. They would have threw his little butterball ass off the cliff. Like, oh, you too little, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Rainbow shot.
Oh, they would have got rid. Man, they would have got rid of Rolly too. Fuck yes.
Well, all these retarded bro. Don't you see? Look. You got tweaker baby Tio, retard baby Rolly, orphan Annie. All these. Don't you see all these shitty little kids running around here, bro?
Mental health. You make him sound like a bad toy set sold in stores.
You got mental health Brian over here.
By Hasbro.
Yeah.
We got the Ryan versus Rolly action figure on sale.
Retard Rolly.
I'm telling you, it comes with 5. It comes with
Diva
5
Ryan.
If you guys are lucky, you guys will get the Errol Spence limited edition when it comes with a car to crash and everything. It's great.
Limited edition Rolly with 5 coloring books.
No,
5 coloring books.
Because
See,
there's no school bus.
This is where you're wrong, Jules. The base
And a
would have
bell
5
around
color. The base version would have 5 coloring books, but if you get the limited edition one, it's actually big Rolo, and it comes with 6.
Here's the kicker: you only get one big yellow crayon for all 5. You get one big yellow crayon. One.
You want to know something?
Doesn't eat them.
Look, the thing that I dislike the most about the Gervonta Davis fan is every time I encounter one of those fans and they tell me why he's so great, they start to talk about the speed, the IQ,
the ring general,
the footwork,
the power.
Bro, that's like you don't know shit about boxing.
Wait.
Like, why do y'all
At
like
the end of the day, they want to say something, but they cannot say it. They want to say the only reason I like this motherfucking guy is because Floyd fought him.
Can I say this? Look, nobody's saying nothing, right? This is the thing. They don't tell you why they really like him, because if they did, you wouldn't listen. They're smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
They're smart enough to know that if you told them, why do you really like Gervonta Davis? The real reason, you know that most people wouldn't listen to you. So you try to make it about everything else. You try to talk up his resume. Nobody believes that shit. Most people don't believe that shit. You try to talk like the speed, the act. Nobody believes that shit either. At its base, we know why you like him. And I'm not even opposed to that. That's between you, him, and God. Your problem is you're trying to force me to like him. That's your problem.
Yep. And the fact that we don't, that bothers you. It clearly bothers you.
If we look at his resume, his resume is actually garbage. It's not good.
Yeah, he hasn't done shit at lightweight at all.
It's like, and bear in mind, I don't hate Devin Haney. I still think he's a good fighter, right? But it's like the Lomachenko scoring thing. Whenever I bring it up, I'm going to call it a robbery because that's what I think. And whenever I do that in a video, I'll always get a couple of guys that argue about it. It's like, yo, dog, I already told you you're not going to convince me. And that's your problem. That's what you're at odds with. That you want to convince me to think like you. That's the nature of your problem. It's not enough for you to think that Devin did enough. It's not enough for you to think that you're trying to force that on me. It's the same with Gervonta. If you think he hails the moon and the stars, it's between you and God. It's not enough. You want me to think that too. And I just think he's a piece of shit. Can't convince me otherwise.
And you're allowed to think that.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're defending him for being a piece of shit says more about you than what
There's
we think.
nothing written anywhere that I have to like him. Where is it written that I have to like him?
But also the evidence shows that he's a piece of shit.
Of course it does, but you're talking to people that don't have a conscience. They don't have a conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you see how twisted? I'll say the older I get, the more I understand the book of Revelations, that the lies will be the truth and the truth will be the lies. You think I'm the bad guy because I don't like a guy that hits girls and crashes into people. That makes me a bad guy.
Yes.
In their minds, yes.
If you
crazy.
If you remember this is not a couple, this is a long time ago when Floyd first went for his domestic dispute, like domestic violence bullshit. You remember then, man, people didn't fuck with Floyd after that, man. That's
a lot of people, because that's how it was. That like there's things that we all frowned upon, you know, and that generation of men. Yeah, there's things we all frowned upon, among many other things. That was one of them. Can't be hitting girls, and that's why you'll find that many of the older guys, they ain't cool with him always. Bro, you don't get in trouble for nothing else. See, when Mike Tyson had a lot of run-ins with the law, right? You know, the Robin Gibbons shit, beating up the two guys in the elevator. But the fact that he always maintained his innocence when it came to that Robin Gibbons case, that always stood out to me. So I kind of started to believe him. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Whereas with this butterball, bro, there's a video of you shaking that woman. This is a video of it. I'm not making it up. And if I say that, well, I don't respect that dude as a man for doing that, I'm the bad guy.
And you can't even say alleged hit and run anymore because it's now
illegally. And wait, and you're a fucking racist.
Clearly.
Yeah,
clearly.
yeah, that goes without saying, man.
That's the other thing. Oh my God. Every time there is a group of guys that I'm not gonna say who they are, but everyone knows it.
Chicken talk
knows them. they like to make fun of the Gen Zs, of the woke guys, say boy and all that shit. Don't you realize you are a Gen Z? Don't you realize you talk the same way?
Oh shit!
What is that?
Al Heyman got him.
Al trying to get him.
Al got him.
What happened?
Bro, I thought I heard a clip.
Yeah, me too. You heard that too?
They shot him.
It's Al Heyman, man.
Leo, come back, man.
Well,
Let him go out.
I'm gonna say that. Look, the most I can say about that. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. The most I can say about that is that if all you have to tell people, if you're losing a debate or you're losing an argument, or you think that accusing someone of that means anything, a guilt trip only works if you're actually guilty. It's not a guilt trip to me. Well, you think, oh, you don't like Gervonta, so you're a racist. You can say that shit till you're blue in the face. I'm still not gonna like him. I'm still think he's a piece of shit, and I'm gonna still think you're a piece of shit for supporting him. And what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Repeat yourself?
Yo,
thank you.
On Twitter, right? Like Rick Glazer said, now that Gervonta's locked up, the streets of Detroit is a better place, right?
What do you say? What do you say? Say again. What do you say?
The streets are safer.
Some guy quote tweeted him, "Look at this racist ass shit." All I did was ask the guy. I asked him as a black man to another black man, "How is this racist exactly?" He refused to answer me. He's like, "Read it." I read it. I'm asking you, how is this racist personally? How is this racist? He refused to answer me, bro.
Well, because clearly the streets of Detroit are never safe. That's just an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Well, they Baltimore.
Fellas, have you noticed the people that come on this panel and debate with us or Jules? Like, whenever they're losing, the things they say to deflect, they'll be like, I'm sorry, could you say that again? Or your Wi-Fi, sorry, the Wi-Fi is not working, or your Wi-Fi is not working.
Well, I told you that having a debate with these mental midgets is an exercise in futility. You will not reach a solution. You will not reach any catharsis in talking to stupid people. The only reason that I do it is, well, I get to make money from the people that tune in and laugh at them. That's the only reason I do it.
The next time, like, I don't take this shit. The next time someone says, like, someone tries to defend Tank, I'm gonna just become more obtuse and escalate. I'm gonna just be like, yeah, Edwin Valero was innocent. he was framed, he didn't do shit, or I'm gonna just start defending Felix Verdejo.
Yo,
I'm gonna just start
and-
taking it to another level. Fuck these people.
Have you noticed the guys that start switching it, like switching the attention onto JoJo? They're like, well, what about JoJo? He's a pedophile. Like,
The funny shit is that when have I ever fucking and I've been through that, bro, because I go through that with different arguments. Like, for example, when I trash Andre, I'll get a what about Munguia? Yeah, fuck him too. And they don't know what to say after that. Because, what do you think? I defend?
Yeah, because
Munguia?
we I mean, like they offer up guys like as another deflection.
Yeah, like they'll offer up JoJo
yeah.
in that scenario because
I'm
I'm
like,
such a huge JoJo
them
fan.
too. You're like,
Exactly.
They should be
Jojo's a
supporting
different type of
JoJo.
piece of shit, just like Tank's a different type
Like,
of
we
piece
never
of shit.
defended. We never defended them. We never defended.
You
them.
should pull on them. You should turn on them and be like, yo, why aren't you defending JoJo Diaz then? I'm gonna start doing that. Like, just turn it on them. Like, if you're
Yeah, why ain't you defending JoJo, bro?
Exactly.
Honestly,
JoJo does
JoJo's innocent,
shitty
bro.
things.
He's innocent.
About 2 years ago,
I saw what he said, but I don't know what I saw what he said though. But it's like, look, bro, I don't expect you to tell me you're guilty, so I don't care.
Oh no, I was kidding. No, that guy's guilty.
No, that's what I'm. No, because you know what he said. He tried to say that the girl that accused him of that was the sister of his ex-girlfriend. And look, if you dated a lot of broads, yeah, you could run into some vindictive joints that they will never leave you alone. As long as you're alive, they'll try to make your life a living hell.
No, bro. I was just recently going through some shit where some bitch told me I got her pregnant. So I like bitches are crazy.
As I'm trying to tell
And she
you,
was
bro.
lying. And she tried to get fucking $450 out of me for an abortion.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like,
And then
if you been,
right before I almost sent that shit, I found that the abortions are free over here. So that bitch tried to set me up.
just trying to get it. She's trying to buy herself a new pair of Keds.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, that pussy was fire. But like that shit is crazy. Never again.
Never again, bro. Illuminati set Tank up. Listen, it's the main shit, right? What's happening, and I don't even know if it's a real phenomenon or just an internet phenomenon, because I still don't consider the internet real, even though my prediction is very soon the line will be blurry between real life and the internet. But it's like, it's just a lot of using taboo subjects and weaponizing them to get people to feel guilty, to get them to fall in line with what you want, laying guilt trips like, oh, if you don't like Tank, that automatically makes you a bigot. If you don't like Tank, really? So never mind that he smacks up girls and crashes into cars, because if you don't like him, you're a bigot. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Honestly,
Get out of here, man.
I would make a distinction. The way I see it, I don't think the internet is going to mix with real life, and I say that for one reason. Like, what you see online is such a small minority of a small minority that are just vocal about it. It's like those dum-dums, for a better lack of a word, that you see on the internet make up, like, honestly, you know what they remind me of?
They're not
like,
moving the needle.
yeah,
They're cult. It's a cult.
It's not even a cult, man. It's just like, it's a trend. It's not even a cult.
It's a
cult
cafeteria table.
That's the new way of saying cult.
It's a short buzz, man.
You can't say a cult because in a cult there's at least some organization.
Yeah, cult actually has an end game. These guys don't.
Exactly. Even the worst cults at least kill themselves. Like, these
If
guys
they're
don't even have
listening,
that problem.
I'm sorry to say this, but your Twitter space isn't important. In real life, you're a nerd. I'm sorry.
I was going look, see, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna make this shit my fault.
This is my opinion. This is me.
They're gonna make this shit my fault. They're gonna say, "Oh, these motherfuckers."
Matter of fact, Jules.
Let me get some Dr. Pepper. I need some Dr. Pepper because he done got me in trouble.
Oh no! The opinions of the panel do not reflect a late night boxing talk show. But I'm just saying, like, listen, your Twitter space isn't important. You're a nerd in real life. No one cares about your takes.
People can quite literally. I can say whatever I want because people can literally do nothing to me because I don't have social media in the slightest.
You're canceled.
I know.
Yeah, well, okay, they can attack me, and then when I log out, I'm gonna go have fun with my friends and be a real human.
No, they're gonna track your IP and pull up on you, bro.
It's all good. I use NordVPN.
You too, huh?
These guys are not about that, man. They're not about that. Look at Coach, for example. Coach gets called, he gets threatened, somebody's gonna shoot him, blah blah blah. He goes to fights. No issue.
That motherfucker is like, yeah, he gets his life threatened and then hangs out with Terence
He goes.
Like,
I
his
know
real
what's
life
about
is
to
fine.
happen. They about to do that same old shit where they'll just use that shit as a means to say some shit about me. I ain't even say nothing because I don't pay attention.
Jules,
They gonna
listen.
get mad at
When
me.
this show is over, what are you gonna do, bro?
Probably fucking go watch HBO Max.
You have HBO Max. You have a loving family, like a place to live, like money. Like that's not real life. Like they think they're cool because they get some Twitter buzz. Like in real life, you're a dork.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I do agree with that. Yeah, I mean, that's the most adequate way to describe it. That, yeah.
Honestly, Jules has a better chance of dying from that pizza and cholesterol than he does from one of these gangster shooters online.
No, Jules might get attacked on Twitter. He's just gonna eat another slice of pizza and
This
smoke an
dude
entire
Julius
pack
does
of
not
cigarettes.
eat healthy for his age.
He do not give a fuck about your Twitter space.
But Jules, to piggyback on what you said earlier, like somebody's about to blame you for this. Like a while back, I was kind of having a debate with some guy who was trying to blame Usyk for the Fury fight not happening. And I just said, "What's up to Mr. 70-30 Fury?" And he goes, "Oh, you should stop watching Ring IQ. He's warping your perception of reality." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold on. What the hell does he have to do with this?"
Never mind that Fury literally said 70-30 on camera.
And this was the week of the fight. He did that. Like I'm sorry, this is the week that he said that shit. And it's like, what? Huh? Like,
Yo, send my boy Mirage a link, bro. It's been a minute.
Well, what kind of pizza? What kind of pizza? What kind of pizza is that, Jules?
Pepperoni.
It's been a minute, bro.
Fuck, bro.
Been a
Well,
minute.
listen.
Talk to my boy Mirage, bro. Send him a link, bro.
No, because I'm about to end the live real quick. But it is some dork shit. Like literally, whenever somebody says something bad about me, I get screenshots, and I'm like, yo, they really like bringing me up. That's all I can say.
Maybe
They
you are
like
warping
bringing-
people's perception of reality.
I'm gonna go get some ramen with my mom tomorrow. I don't give a fuck what you have to say on Twitter. That's just not real life.
They want to fuck you, bro. I told you that, bro.
But they don't want to fuck me. They want me to fuck them. Nobody want to fuck me.
Well, in the great words of Jose Vargas, just the tip.
No, I got to stop, bro.
Yeah, Jules Vargas.
Bruh.
Oh damn, that was bad, Ivo.
I know. That's that Eastern Europe
Wait,
sense
Jules,
of humor.
Jules, you've decided on picking Taylor, right?
I mean, that's where I'm leaning. Like, I just tried, like I always try to think about the way that both guys could win and what seems likelier. And I'm just thinking, like, bro, I just don't see how Tio, especially just off the fighting shit, regardless of the intangibles, I'm like, he really don't throw enough to keep him off, though. Like, nah, you don't.
I got a long time to get to this point because you're too sentimental towards
Nah,
Tio.
but hey, fellas, he getting Josh's highest payday though, fellas.
You
Come on.
like Tio too much, bro. Maybe
the
it's
thing
'cause
is, like,
you look like his father. I don't know why, but like I told
I got
you.
$100 on
Like he sees
Teofimo
himself
knocking
in
Josh
Teofimo,
out.
literally. No,
Oh,
but-
Ivo, stop it.
No, I'm not.
You don't look like me, bro.
You being serious? You being serious, Ivo?
Bro, I'm being serious, man. I'm telling you, Tio's gonna throw like a retarded Rolo punch that's gonna catch Josh Taylor in the head and knock him out. I'm telling you.
No, being serious. Being
that's not out of
serious,
the
I'm
realm of
already
possibility.
leaning towards Taylor. To answer your question, Michael, I was already leaning towards Taylor. It's just that I get skeptical when I see too many people giving me the same answer, and it makes me think that okay, y'all looking over something. And I just kept thinking about it, like, but how would Tio win? How would he win?
Yo, literally,
out of the realm of possibility. Like Josh does drop his hands when he's exiting the pocket. He'll fucking just drop his hands for no reason and then take a step back.
Yeah,
Like
but-
if Teofimo throws one of those leaping left hooks and he catches him clean, all right, maybe he can hurt him and do something
Tio's
there.
always
But,
leaping, bro. He's always leaping forward with his hand.
but as far as like just boxing, like Josh Taylor's a better fundamental boxer. It's just a
Way
fact.
better.
Makes less mistakes.
Way better.
So I'm already leaning towards Taylor.
Genuine question: do you think this will hit the 12th round?
Nah.
Something, you know what I think? Either way it goes, I don't think it goes the distance. But I'm just saying that if this kid's getting beat up, his father will pull him out.
Yeah. I don't see it getting. I don't think it'll get to the championship rounds. I don't think see it getting.
He'll pull him out because he know that he fucked up in the brain, bro. He know that. You think Lopez Senior don't?
Do you think
Tio is a bag of cats, bro.
Swear to God, I don't think Tio Senior actually cares, bro. I don't think.
Well, I mean, come on. You think he just gonna let his son get his ass whooped like that, though?
Bro, he's trying to live through his son, bro.
Yeah, and he ain't gonna live through shit if he let him get his ass whooped.
What are the odds we get Tony Weeks as a judge?
Bruh, don't tell me he refereeing that fight.
I mean,
yeah, Josh got his judges. They changed the judges.
Yeah, thank God.
I saw that. I don't know who they picked, but they changed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that article. I fucking got it in my tabs for my articles I saved that I'm gonna read.
Replay.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I seen a statement. It's like, honestly, I don't think Tio's better than Catterall, guys. I saw how Catterall looked like 2 weekends ago.
Yo, Catterall fuck up Tio. Bro. Yo, Catterall's fast. Like,
Catterall was on some shit the last time.
The layoff didn't affect him at all.
At all.
Jack Catterall can fight.
Look, all I'm saying is Sandor.
It's not easy for Regis at all.
All I know is Sandor Martin has like a 30% KO record or whatever. He's not known for his dropping people, and he dropped you twice, man.
No, he's dropped people.
And look,
before.
and Anthony Yiggett beat Sandor. Ain't that who gave Sandor his first professional loss? Yiggett?
Yep.
Sandor suffers from the same thing that the Juggernaut suffered from as well, man. It was just like you beat one guy, you beat a Mikey Garcia, you retired Mikey Garcia at the end of his career, hence by extension, you're this killer.
No, man, it's not that he's a killer. It's that all right, you guys are playing boxing math now. It's just that he has an ugly style. Like he's gonna spoil. He's just gonna jab and move, check hook the entire time.
Steamroll Tio, bro. I got Jack over Tio.
I mean, I will say this: that jab from Catterall, I was remembering that fight. Like, I don't know if Tio could deal with that. And remember that the dichotomy is completely different for Tio because he was used to being big for lightweight, but you're not big for super lightweight. You feel me? Like, you're not big up there, so you the little man up there. That's the dichotomy between you and Jack, you and Regis, you and Josh. You the little man to most, if not all of these guys that's up there, bro. And your whole success, I don't want to shit on the kid, but let's be real. A big part of the reason you was strong and all of that is because you were big for lightweight. You were very big for that division. You don't have that working for you no more.
Nah, man, I was watching some old Tio highlights, bro. He used to be a killer, bro. The counter
against who? Maynard?
Yeah, bro.
Against who, bro?
He looked good, bro. He did look good.
He knocked out Coleman in 2 rounds.
Bro,
like,
I'm not saying you're not hearing me.
Well,
I'm not saying he was bad. I'm saying you were good at lightweight. Them days are over.
Like what he did to Coleman, I didn't see him doing that to Coleman. 2 rounds?
Yeah, I ain't going front. That was a beautiful knockout.
That was
but I don't know.
Bro, think about it. He did Coleman worse than Ramirez.
Oh man. Yo, you know what ruined Tio, bro? What ruined Tio is greed, bro.
His ego ruined him. His ego.
Like his
greed ruined him, bro.
He doesn't really know how to box. Like it's all just fucking athleticism.
Motherfucker wanted 6
So you're saying he like 140 Luis Lopez?
Basically.
He wanted 6 million for fighting Cambosis. Like
Dude is out of his fucking mind, bro. Yo, listen, you can trace all the bad things that happened to that Cambosos fight. That like, yeah, you got greedy after that. You should have trusted the process, trust Top Rank. You didn't want to do that.
Yep.
You wanted you.
I mean, it's like I said, like after the Loma fight, bro, he thought he made it. He arrived. Like
he was Barbara Streisand already.
In an alternate timeline, he knocks out Cambosos in 3 rounds. I still think Josh Taylor would beat him. Like,
oh yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah.
Like in terms of boxing,
but this the other thing. If he would have won, the Cambo fight, we don't know what the next fight would have been, but we do know that perhaps he would have been in a better place psychologically. It might have been better for him because another thing about him is, bro, look at that dude. He don't look right, bro. Like,
I think it's CTE. But listen, going into the Loma fight, he seemed okay. He seemed good mentally. He seemed like he had bounced back after the Nakatani shit. He still got all his flaws still got exposed in that fight. In that back half of the fight, either way.
We have a big ass Teal fan in the chat, bro.
I think
Oh, here we
That's
go.
right. Yo, that's Teofimo himself, bro.
How
My psychic energy told me that's Teofimo.
But
What is
there
that? The fighter spirit? Hi,
Yeah.
Teofimo. How you doing, bro?
There is looking good, and there is looking good because Teofimo Lopez against Magdaleno and Richard Comey. Okay, that was good, but Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. That's some
That's
next
good.
level shit. The way
Yo, is that Teofimo?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Whoever is he can't spell, he spelled him Hijm.
Never rog it. Never rog it. You'll see with a U. You're not Teo. This wouldn't happen to be Teofimo. Like,
No, it's just some random dude. That's all.
No, honestly, Teo is delusion. Like honestly, like his first step is delusion. He still hasn't accepted the fact that he was never undisputed. He still believes he was undisputed.
No, Ivo. Not only that, he still thinks he won the
Yo, I'm
George
starting to think that's Teofimo, bro.
Oh god.
Hey, hop on, Teo.
Is that Teofimo, bro?
I mean, but Ivo, he even thinks he won the George Kambosos fight. He stood us.
Kambosos.
Look, only Teofimo can look like his nose looked like it was filled up with like a busted tampon. Yet
Bro,
he has the audacity to say he won that fight.
We have to talk about this. You know, in the interview with the Josh Taylor thing, the little face-off, the interviewer asked him like, "Why did you say, oh, do I still got it?" He didn't even answer the question. All he said
he
was,
never answers the question. He's been asked that 3 times about that, and he never answers the question.
No, he didn't.
you know,
he just did
I
the,
always,
he did the
always
art of,
give you guys
art of
something
war
to talk
shit.
about.
He said deception. That he basically did the George Kambosos shit. Like,
Oh, it was the art of deception?
Yeah, to fool people into thinking.
I mean, whatever he did say, Josh called bullshit on that immediately, which I laughed. I'm like, dude, you full of shit.
AJ, do you think Teofimo's gonna think he's undisputed at 140 because he beat Josh Taylor?
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him.
He said 2-time undisputed.
Dude, bro, he's the Jamal Charlo of the 140 division.
Yo, the energy tells me that that's either Teo or his father.
That's Teo Senior. That's Teo Senior.
Teo Senior.
That's somebody. That's somebody. You hate on Teo till this day for beating Loma. So what makes you think you'll give props for beating Loma?
When my son beat
What?
Lomachenko.
What?
So you hate on Teo for beating Loma. So what makes you think you'll give him props for beating Loma?
What?
Yeah, this dude's wild, man.
We live in false
You
realities.
live in false realities. You just deny what I have shown.
Put the cocaine down, bro. Put the cocaine down,
Who you think he is? Show enough?
You live in false realities. You deny what I have shown.
Wait. Doesn't change the fact
You'll
China.
see.
He just said it doesn't change the fact China haters. What are you talking about, China haters? What
Jack in the back.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm on the other side of Eastern Europe, as far away from Asia as it gets. I'm afraid.
Yo, who is this guy, bro?
That's T Diddy.
Yo, I really think that's a member of the team. I'm getting the energy that I'm getting. The energy.
Please send him a link, bro. I want to hear this guy, bro. Please.
No, man, don't.
Bro.
I
want to go to sleep, bro.
But this
Yeah,
is
we don't care to hear this dude, man. Nah.
Look, Teo, good luck on your fight, bro. If that's you, okay? Good luck, bro.
This is the art of deception.
And if this is Teo Senior, man, stop fucking photobombing your son's pictures,
And
bro.
stop
doing coke,
bro. Stop doing cocaine.
Right? You getting that coke throat. We all hear it. You getting that coke throat. Kambosos!
We're gonna fuck you up.
Getting that coke throat.
On the off chance that perhaps one day in the near future, what if in the future, distant future, long time from now, if Teo ever makes it into the Hall of Fame, I want this to be on his trophy.
Bro, I think, I mean, this is the perfect picture.
This has immortalized Teofimo, senior and junior.
Everybody, it's been a pleasure. I'm fucking sleepy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave on this with these beautiful tunes. Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, James.
Do you think Josh